Oh man, it is good to be back. How's it going, ladies and germs? Oh man, it feels so good. So good to be back. So good. Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful Saturday night. Got to pull up the stream here. Should be kicking off any minute here. Let's go ahead and get this link out there for people to enjoy. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram that I totally use all the time. Let's get it. Okay. I know the room looks a lot different, doesn't it? uh, oh man. All right. Well, we've shared it. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry we didn't stream the Steelers Hall of Fame game or anything for you. I know I saw your comment on the video, but for specifically the preseason, I was only going to stream the Packers games because I can't name any of the backups on any other team. Hell, there are some teams I can't even name the starters. Did I watch the Steelers Cowboys game? I did. I watched mostly the second half because I forgot that the Hall of Fame game was a week early. So I mostly saw the second half, but yeah, I did see it, and like I said, I did see your comment. But most, especially for the preseason, we'll just be streaming the Packers games because, like I said, I can't. I don't know any of the backup and third string players for any of the teams. Hell, I'm gonna struggle tonight knowing the Packers third strings and backups. Are you showing the game? Unfortunately, Kadu the Beast, I can't actually show the game on screen because of copyright and such. So this will be like a radio type broadcast, except you get to look at my stupid face for 2.5, 3 hours. Eventually, we'll get to a point. I know YouTube has like restrictions on what you can stream. So like I don't even know if I can stream a monitor. Eventually I'll get like a setup to like show like the CBS like play by play or like the game tracker. Eventually I'll get something like that, but alas. How am I watching the game? Totally legally. There's a website called Sports Surge. I don't actually know what channel the game is on. It very well could be on cable TV, but I'm actually watching it on my computer, and I don't know what channel it's on. Excited for the Indy Road Course. I miss it just being the regular Indianapolis. I'm really annoyed that it's not regular Indianapolis. The Packers are resting 30 players for this game tonight, so we're giving the Texans a shot. Also, you'll have to excuse my sniffles. It is big allergy season here. Although that's primarily every part of the year for me. All right, let's see who all the Packers are resting tonight. I am excited for the road course, Rebecca, but I do wish it was just regular Indy. It just doesn't feel right. What channel is the game on? I don't actually know, Liam. I am watching it on Sports Surge, which is a website. uh, I can Google it really quick though. Packers versus Texans channel. Oh, it looks like it's going to be on. Hold on. How to watch Packers Texans. It'll be live only on the Packers 21 station television network, which has affiliates throughout Wisconsin, as well as eastern Minnesota, northern Illinois, Michigan, Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, and Alaska. Those stations are WGBA, NBC in Green Bay, NBC in Milwaukee, ABC in Madison, ABC in Wausau, Rhinelander, Wisconsin, ABC in La Crosse, ABC in Eau Claire, NBC and Fox in Escanaba and Marquette area, Michigan, Fox in Duluth. So it's a very regional game. So just shout out what area you're in, and I'll see if you get it. It's also in Alaska, apparently, because those Alaskans love the Packers. Holy shit, 9 people. Let's go Texans, bro. I can't watch the game. Hey, Stash. That's why I'm here. I'm here to give you all of your play-by-play commentary. I guess I should probably put that in the title, huh? That's probably why people are in here, because they think I'm going to be showing the game. I'm sorry I clickbaited all of you. 12 people. Holy shit. Thank you, guys. We are underway. Packers receiving, moving right to left on your screen. Delaware, let's go Pack. Hey, we love to see it. Let's go Texans. Hey, Jack, not a Texans fan myself, as you can see, but we're not gonna hate on anybody. Still trying to see. I clicked on the game and said not available in my area. Damn. All right, I gotta pull up like all of the depth charts for this game because I don't know anybody on the Texans. Particularly not their backups. Jordan Love starting the game under center. 2 receivers right, 1 left. A.J. Dillon, the lone back. Quick throw. That's Malik Taylor on the near side across the 20. Picks up about 3 or 4. It'll be second down, Green Bay. Jordan Love starting the game 1 for 1. So, Cobb revenge game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Morgan. He's not actually suited up playing tonight. He's one of 30 Packers that's sitting this one out. But yeah, definitely a Cobb revenge game. Love seeing Amari Rodgers out on the field in the slot to Jordan Love's right. Under center again, Dillon again the back. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Jordan Love takes snap, play fake, dumps it short. That's Sternberger. Can't break the tackle. Short gain, maybe 1. Nothing doing there on the short gain to Sternberger. No, that's not what I want. 3rd and 6 here for Jordan Love and the Packers on their opening drive. Revenge game in spirit, yeah, for sure. Steelers kick returner got them the 40-yard line. That's when got us our first touchdown. Hey, kick returns are always explosive. Jordan Love looks over the middle. It's broken up. He was looking for Amari Rodgers. Broken up by number 1. I believe that's, it was Desmond King in coverage. Desmond King, the former Hawkeye. That is a tight window that Jordan Love is trying to fit it in. Desmond King, and I believe that's Lonnie Johnson, number 1, in coverage. What channel is it on? It depends on your area. If you're not in Wisconsin or surrounding areas, you probably don't get it. If you are in Wisconsin and surrounding areas, let me know what area you're in, and I've got a channel list here for what channel it'll be on. J.K. Scott boots it out of bounds on the far sideline, as the Packers go 3 and out on their opening drive. Who's number 13 jersey in King Larry Custis' Super Bowl appearance? Unforgettable experience. The 13 jersey is Alan Lazard. He's my boy. Matthews coming back. As much as I want Clay Matthews to come back, he wouldn't start at outside linebacker because he'd be behind both the Smiths and Rashawn Gary. And I think he's too old and too far out of the league to play middle linebacker. So I don't think it makes sense. I mean, if he comes back on like a super small deal just to make Rodgers and Cobb happy, like fuck it, right? But like it doesn't make much sense to me. Yeah, 13 is Alan Lazard. He's my boy. I'm an Iowa State student. Been an Alan Lazard fan forever since he was at Urbandale in high school. Play action here for the Texans, looking deep down the near sideline. He's got a man open, and it's caught. It's Chris Conley, Tyrod Taylor, the starter for Houston. I like how if you go on ESPN, it shows Tyrod Taylor as a starter, and it shows Deshaun Watson as the 4th string quarterback on the depth chart, just because of all the stuff that's going on. It shows him behind Jeff Driscoll and Davis Mills as well. Tyrod Taylor under center. Give is to the back. Nothing doing. That's Oren Burks. Shot the gap. I think that's Philip Lindsay. He's on the Texans now. Only way he comes back as a cheerleader. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Duke. 3rd down special and make Rodgers happy. Yeah, I could see maybe 3rd down. Like if he's still got some jump in his step, maybe, but like it sounds really sad, but like I kind of want to move on at this point. Like the Cobb move at least makes sense. Sports surge. Sorry, I'll put it in the chat. I hope you're ready to get ample like pop-ups. because they got all kinds of pop-ups. So don't click the wrong thing. Yeah, that's fun fact. That's probably where I'm gonna go for a lot of these games. What website are you using? It's right there in the chat there. Kadu the Beast. I hope I'm saying that right. sportsurge.club/NFL streams. And then they've got like a whole list. I'm using the buff streams. It's the top one when you click on the Packers Texans game. But yeah. Also, if you're going to follow along on the game as well as listening to me, I'll probably be a couple plays behind because I'm streaming me as well as the game. So there's a little bit of a buffer there. So it'll be a little bit behind. Well, if I'm the Pack GM, I'll do whatever Roger says and live with the outcome later, no matter what. Yeah, that's kind of what they did when they brought Cobb back. So I feel like that's kind of I'm afraid to click that link. Look, use it at your own risk. I'm not gonna. You are free to do whatever you wish. If you want to follow along, that's the link I'm using. If you don't get the game naturally, yeah, if you're outside the Green Bay, Wisconsin area and surrounding states, this is the best I can do for you, as far as I know. There could very well be other stuff, but that's what I can do for you. Texans moving the ball here pretty well. Haven't actually done too much play-by-play. Tyrod Taylor again down the near sideline found his guy for another first down. That's Conley. Good old Chris Conley. Now a draw here to Phillip Lindsay inside the 25-yard line, down to about the 23. Second down. Second and 6 here. We're under 9.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Score is 0-0. Packers went 3 and out on their opening drive. This is the Texans' opening drive. Seriously, though, why would we give King a new contract? Like, why? Little faith in Josh Jackson. That's what I got. I guess they also didn't know they were going to draft Eric Stokes in the first round, or if they were going to draft a corner, or if they were going to draft, whatever. Because King is still a solid corner. He just had a bad year. The year before, he wasn't that bad. So I've been one of the biggest Kevin King supporters on Twitter. And I do feel like he can be a very good corner for us. And the Packers stuffed the run on 3rd and 1. It'll be 4th down. I believe that was actually Vernon Scott shot up the middle, but a multitude of green jerseys. Josh Jackson, as mentioned in there. It was Oren Burks shot the gap, as well as Tyler Lancaster in there. Josh Jackson, as I said. A lot of green jerseys in there. And it'll be 4th and short for the Texans. Yeah, like I said, they didn't know that they were going to take Eric Stokes. 37-yarder here for Fairbairn and the Texans. Kick is on the way, and he missed it. Oh, he got it. I don't know how you miss a call on a field goal, so I'm going to go with them, but that did not look like it went through. That did not look like it went through. Hold on. Here's the under the upright shot. That went basically right over the upright. But I guess he snuck it inside. 3-0 Houston Texans after the field goal. Yeah, it looked wide. Yes, I guess he got it over the upright and it just kind of stuck there. But yeah, it did look wide. Just got on in here. How's Stokes doing? Haven't really called his name much. Been talking with Chad a whole lot, so that's on me. I could have played CB in the conference game. It would have looked the same. I don't know about that. If you want to blame him for the Scotty Miller touchdown, I'll give you that. If you want to blame him for the last play, like that they called pass interference, I'm not gonna throw that on Kevin King because I don't think it should have been called. But I mean, it's also not just on Kevin King. I don't remember what the coverage was on that last play before the half. 20 people. Holy shit. You guys are the best. I love you guys. This is definitely the most people we've had in the stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so he had the coverage at the end of the half, but I don't know if there should have been safety help. I don't remember what because I assume we were probably cover 4 trying to prevent that, or cover 3. So he probably could have had safety help. I'm actually not. Game winning PI shouldn't have been. Yeah, no, I'm gonna agree with Crip on that. I don't think the last play should have been called. But yeah, I'll definitely blame him. I'm a Texans fan, but I hope it's a good game. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. We love good games here. If this could be like a back and forth game that ends like 45-40 and nobody gets hurt, I'd be a happy guy. But it was on him, right? I'm not saying that he gets. It was on the refs, you casual. But yeah, Cash Money, to answer your question about Stokes, it was a pretty quiet first drive. The Texans just kind of marched down the field. I didn't like explicitly call him out for anything, but the defense as a whole didn't look great until that 3rd and 1, and they stuffed him on 3rd and 1. I apparently that kick went in. I still don't 100% buy it. Again, I don't know how you mess up a call on a field goal, but so, I guess it went in, but it looked wide to me. So the Packers will receive the kick. From the goal line. Oh, we got a nice return here. 32. Kylan Hill. The rookie running back, Kylan Hill, out of is he Mississippi State? Pretty sure Kylan Hill's Mississippi State. Yeah. On the kick return. Still trying to figure out why Rodgers didn't run it in from 8 yards out in the NFC Championship game. Yeah. I mean, how much snaps is Love getting? I would assume the first half. I would assume he and Kurt are going to split this game. I haven't actually heard anything official. A.J. Dillon's first carry of the game. Not a whole lot doing. 2nd and 9. Picked up maybe 1. Najee Harris really good. Oh, yeah. Najee Harris was excellent against the Cowboys. Another rookie that was really good, Ramondre Stevenson. The rookie for the Patriots out of Oklahoma. Whew. He blitzed Washington in that game. 2nd and 9 here. Love under center. 1 receiver each side. Dillon, the lone back. 3-step drop for Love. Steps up, swings it out to Dillon. Good pocket presence there from Jordan Love. Swings it out to Dillon. Picks up about 4. It'll be 3rd and medium. 3rd and 6. King can't cover deep and shouldn't have gotten a new contract. I know that's a popular opinion, but it's true. So, again, I'm just going to say I don't think they knew that they were going to take Eric Stokes. I don't hate the pick, but you're right. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that they would sign Stokes, or they would draft Stokes and sign King, which is why I don't think people thought that they would go with a corner. But if they're going to bring back King on a 1-year deal to make sure that Eric Stokes is the guy, I don't mind that. I don't think that's terrible. Jordan Love in the gun, 3rd and 6, steps up in the pocket, gets rid of it right before he's sacked. He was looking for Funchess, but he throws it in his feet, and it'll be 4th down. Fair enough. Yeah, I think a 1-year deal for this is to see if Eric Stokes is going to step up throughout the year to be the number 2 guy behind Jair. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking once they drafted Stokes, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. We signed Kevin King back. Then it was like, wait a minute, it's a 1-year deal. They're trying to test out Stokes, see if he's going to be a solid number 2 behind Jair. We'll just see how it all plays out. That's why they're the GMs, and I'm sitting here talking to you guys. Not that you guys aren't smart and I'm not smart, but that's why they're getting paid the big bucks. Solid punt there from J.K. Scott, but leaves a lot of room here for the return. He's across midfield to the 45-40, wrestled down finally Desmond King all the way down to the Packers 38-yard line. J.K. Scott punts it to Desmond King. How's Love doing? He's had a couple good moments, but it's still really early. He did have a nice little play here on this most recent dive. J.K. Scott still can't tackle. That's hilarious. Not that the punter is supposed to know how to tackle, but he got a lot of flack for that after a punt last year. I believe who was that against? That was against Jacksonville, right? The game that was close that shouldn't have been. But yeah, it's still pretty early. Dova Cube. It's been 2 drives. They've gone 3 and out both times, so not great, but he's working with a whole lot of not much. Punters are athletic too. They can be athletic. They can be athletic. Thank you for putting up the link. I've never been able to watch all Packers games, but now I can if the site stays up. I'm a sub. Hey, thank you, Tyler Hayes, so much. Appreciate you, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm here. If you can't watch the game, I'm here for it. And if you want to watch the game, I'll try to help you out as much as I can with that. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'll be streaming. I'll be trying to stream as many games as I can, just throughout the season, not just Packers games. I'm gonna do Packers games for the preseason. Anyone's scared of Fields yet? Not me. I'm definitely more scared of Fields than Andy Dalton or Nick Foles. But I don't know that I'm scared of Fields after one preseason game. Definitely more scared of him than Andy Dalton or Nick Foles, though. I'm surprised on how the Texans D is doing. I thought the Packers would smoke them on every drive. If the first teamers were playing on both teams, they definitely would. And also, this is basically Jordan Love's first action because there wasn't a preseason last year. So, and then he was inactive all year. So, I mean, this is his first actual game experience. So, I wasn't expecting him to just come out and light up everybody. So, honestly, I'm more impressed with how Oren Burks has played in the first couple drives here. He's been in the backfield a couple times. No more Tyrod Taylor. It's Davis Mills in for the Texans. They give his to Phillips. Scotty Phillips picks up about 3 off the right guard. God, now we're getting into people that I definitely need to have the depth chart up for. Scotty Phillips? I don't even know who that is. He's not even listed on the depth chart. Yeah, he's not even listed. Okay. Big sack, and it's Oren Burks. Who else? 42 Oren Burks. Up the middle, lights up Davis Mills, and he has got it timed perfectly. Oren Burks knows the snap count, shoots the gap on the snap. Do you guys like Hard Knocks? I didn't actually watch it. I'll be honest. I have never, fun fact, I have never seen a full episode of Hard Knocks for as long as that show's been a thing. Never seen a full episode. 3rd and 12, Davis Mills rolling right, looking deep. He's going to air one out to the end zone over the head and off the fingertips of Anthony Miller, the former Bear. And it'll be 4th and 12. Oren Burks, the big sack to kill the drive. And that was not a bad throw. Scotty Phillips, I'm pretty sure he bagged my groceries last night. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I don't even see him on the depth chart. Mark Ingram, Philip Lindsay, David Johnson, Rex Burkhead are the four guys listed. I don't even know who he is. But yeah, that was not a bad throw by Davis Mills. Amari Rogers back deep to receive the punt. I like it. I'll have to check it out, especially with my boy Mike McCarthy coaching the Cowboys. Have to love the hat, bro. Hey, thanks, man. Demilly channel. Appreciate it. This was from what was this 2011, I think. I think this was the 15-1 season that we choked in the playoffs. It's just a daily reminder of you've gained a sub. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Phillips was an Ole Miss running back. He played a few snaps last season. Okay. All right. We got Ole Miss running back for Houston, and we got a Mississippi State running back on Green Bay, Kylan Hill. Good to make that connection. But yeah, this is an old hat. This is the hat that I wore like every single game last season. It's just kind of my default. Hey, Mike McCarthy is still a no BS type guy. I believe it. I 100% believe it. The only thing that I know about Hard Knocks from this season for the Cowboys was that Skip Bayless like tried to call out Mike McCarthy and said like he doesn't like his coaches being overweight. And then Jenny Taft was like, "Excuse you, Skip." Buzz off on Undisputed. And I saw that video and I died because it was hilarious because Jenny Taft like showed Skip the door and beat him. Hey, D-Bach on the sideline. Man, we need to get Bakhtiari back and healthy as soon as possible. Still 3-0 Texans, 4:28 to go here in the first. The Packers will start their drive from about their own 12-yard line after a solid punt. They kicked it away from Amari Rodgers. So take that how you will. So far, the MVP definitely Oren Burks. He's got like 3 tackles and a sack already through like 2 drives. Man is killing it on the inside, which I both like to see and hate to see because I'm a big Ty Summers fan. Him coming from the Big 12. How J Love doing? It's been pretty quiet. Offense hasn't really moved the ball at all, although he's been under pressure a majority of the snaps. He's had a couple good, nice little pocket moves to avoid some pressure, though. But again, this is really his first game action because there wasn't a preseason last year and he was inactive all year. So I think this is their first snap in the gun. Kylan Hill to his left, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Sternberger, the tight end. They'll give it to Kylan Hill up the middle. He finds a crease and he's up to the 18-yard line. Pickup of about 5 on the play for Kylan Hill. O-line isn't helping him. No, they're not. Although, you know, there's no Elton Jenkins, no David Bakhtiari, obviously. You got no Billy Turner either. I don't think. Lovie Smith is on the Texans. Did not know that. Welcome back to Lambeau, Lovie. 2nd and 5 here. Love under center. Give is to Kylan Hill again, and the Texans are in the backfield. That's 51 Hill. Grugier Hill. Grugier Hill, is that how you pronounce that? Camus Grugier Hill just absolutely blew that play up all the way back at the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Packers, looking to avoid 3 and out. When he throws, does it look bad? No, I don't think it's looked bad. Get a good look of it here on 3rd and 9. 3 receivers, right, 1 left. Love, 3-step drop, throws it deep, and he's got his man, Jay Sternberger. Sternberger up near midfield, and Jordan Love put it right on the money. He was wide open, but that was a beauty. Give me a kiss, Sternberger. Man, he stood in there. That's a pretty ball. That's a really pretty ball. It was a little bit on the back shoulder as opposed to on the numbers, but we'll give it to him. That was a beauty. Sternberger trying to stake the MVP. Jordan Love now under center. Kylan Hill still the back. They'll give it to him running left, and again the Texans in the backfield. Joe Thomas. in the backfield. Nothing doing on the ground for Kylan Hill. Loss of 2 on the play. Back to the 45-yard line of Green Bay. 2nd and 12. As we approach 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 Texans. I can't watch the game. Dang. Hey, that's why I'm here, Tyler. Trying to give a place for people to watch the game if they can't. I know I can't show the game, but we'll work with what we got. Jordan Love in the gun. Kylan Hill to his left, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Love quick throw near side. That's Funchess. Good grab with the hands by Devin Funchess. Picks up about 7 or 8 on that one. Near sideline. It'll be 3rd and short, 3rd and mid, about 4. And when I say good catch with the hands, he went out and he got it here. He didn't wait for it to come to his chest. He got it out here. That's what we like to see with the receivers. Don't let that ball get to your body. I'm glad Funchess is back. Yeah, for sure, definitely. 3rd and 4 here. Love in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Kylan Hill, the back to his left. Love, quick throw on the slant. He's got his man. That's Malik Taylor. 1st and 10. Jordan Love. He's got in a rhythm now. Down inside the Texans 40 to about the 37-yard line. Quick 3-step drop. Hit him right on the money. Malik Taylor on the slant. Another pretty ball from Jordan Love. And the Packers drive continues. Final 30 seconds here of the first quarter. Jordan Love under center. Amari Rodgers in motion. Kylan Hill the back. They'll fake it to him. Love throws it over the middle, and what a snag! Devin Funchess. One-handed. Over the middle, Devin Funchess. He knows what's on the line in that receiver room, and what a snag. Devin Funchess. Is that one hand? Was that one hand? That was one-handed. What a snag. Devin Funchess. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Jordan Love in a rhythm. Funchess in bunches. That's a good one. I'm going to use that, Duke. Devin Funchess ends the first quarter on quite the high. A one-handed snag over the middle, and the Packers offense on the move, trailing by 3. Man, Kevin. Oh, I love Packers Twitter. It's a tweet. Kevin King isn't even playing, and he's still all over my timeline. Packers fans hate that guy. God, it's like I said, as one of the bigger Kevin King defenders, kind of makes me sad. Jordan Love really looking good on this drive. He's been under pressure the first couple drives, but I hate him. Hey, to each their own. To each their own, Oh, also, eventually, I don't have it set up yet because I moved into this apartment fairly recently. But I'll have like jerseys hanging up all along this back wall behind me. I've got this one, Alan Lazard. I've got a Jordy Nelson jersey. I've got an Iowa State jersey that'll be hanging up. Trying to think. It won't necessarily all be Packers and Cyclones stuff, but we'll see. Fubo TV going to have this live 7 tomorrow. Watch it. Oh, Fubo TV is going to have the game. I know like ABC or NFL Network's going to be showing this game at like 4 a.m. Central Time. It's not on there live now, but it'll be on there at like 4 a.m. tonight. Still hanging around 20 viewers. You guys are the best. Dope. Got to have a driver jersey. I have one in Marshalltown. So for those that don't know, like I said, I'm an Iowa State student, so I live in Ames. But I grew up in Marshalltown. Tampa Bay sells Kevin King jerseys. That's a good one, Morgan. But yeah, I have a Donald Driver jersey, but it's not here. I think I have a Rodgers jersey here. I have Packers fans are going to hate me. I have a David Montgomery jersey. And I'm probably getting a Kane Nwangu jersey for Minnesota, just because. Look, I love the Packers, but I want my Cyclones to succeed. That's just how it goes. Jordan Love under center. Packers now moving left to right under duress. He slings one short. Jay Sternberger off play action. Dude, I'm sorry, Duke. Look, I love my boys, okay? And as much as, dude, there was nobody more sad than me when David Montgomery got drafted by the Bears, okay? There was nobody more upset than me. But I'm going to support my boys. Sorry, wait, let me catch up on this, Tyler. Jordy grew up a few miles away from me, like 30 minutes away from Jordy Nelson, got game jersey and ball. Oh, really? Dude, that's awesome. Set up the screen here to Kylan Hill. He gets a block downfield inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Kylan Hill on the screen. Kylan Hill, the rookie out of Mississippi State, takes the screen to the house. And the Packers have the lead. Dude, Tyler, that is awesome. Jordy Nelson was one of my favorite Packers, like, of all time. And excluding Alan Lazard, he might just be my favorite Packer of all time. Lazard has the bonus of also being an Iowa State player. Man, Kylan Hill, that was a hell of a catch and run from Kylan Hill. Jordan Love's first touchdown as a Packer on the screen to Kylan Hill, who Lambo leaps and gives the Packers the lead. Extra point is up and good. I don't know who that kicker was. It wasn't Crosby, but it was somebody. Jordy's the man. Dude, I love Jordy. Good block downfield by, that's DeAndre Tompkins downfield blocking. Really set the edge there for Kylan Hill, who gives the Packers the lead 2 plays into the second quarter, 7-3. He plays softball now? I did not know that. I did not know that he played softball now. I mean, that's probably, I probably expected that, because he seems like a guy that would just be like at community softball tournaments and like community like activity events. He seems like a very big like his farmers show the game. Crafty, I can't show the game because of copyright, unfortunately. If I could show the game and talk over it, I 1000% would. But unfortunately I can't. And he does comp roadie. Does he? Okay, that I definitely didn't know. I definitely didn't know that. I know he's talked on Pat McAfee a couple times. Trade Aaron Rodgers for Julio Jones and let Love do his magic. Nah, I wanna. Well, okay, maybe after this year, but I want a Last Dance style. Last Dance. If we're gonna go out, I want us to go out winning a Super Bowl with Rodgers and Adams and Jones and all these guys. After that, sure. He has horse cattle. Dude, that's sweet. God, Jordy Nelson's one of the guys that I would definitely just want to meet. Yeah, Jordy does a lot of rodeo with his kids. Move your head so I can see it through your glass. Let's see if I can. Can you guys see? Can you see it now? Oh, Jordan Love's sitting right now. So the way that my old room was set up. So fun fact, I actually moved 2 doors down the hall in this apartment complex, and all of the rooms are mirrored, right? So like in my old apartment, you'd walk in and then there'd be a hallway to the right. And then all of the rooms are in that hallway to the right. And then in this apartment, you walk in and now it's a hallway to the left and all the rooms are like that. Just put a mirror behind you. So it's funny you mentioned that, Duke. So the way that my old room was set up, it was very similar to this. I had my desk along this wall, except I had my bed this way instead of this way. And then I had a TV at the foot of my bed, and the TV was facing the computer. So people would always ask me to turn the game on behind me. And then our apartment just stopped giving us cable for some reason. So then I couldn't do that anymore. But yeah, so I was gonna do the same thing, right? Where I have the TV along a wall, and then I would do all that, right? And I was just gonna do the same setup because the rooms were mirrored. So I was just gonna do the same thing. The rooms are mirrored. The outlets and the cable like slot and everything, the outlets and the Ethernet port and all that, those are all on the same wall. So I thought my desk was going to be against that wall, but it's actually against this wall, which is the same wall. So then I was going to just do the same thing anyway. But then the door to my apartment room or my bedroom is back here, which is where the TV would be. And I didn't want the door to open up because it opens in. I didn't want the door to just open up and hit my dresser and TV that would be sitting at the foot of my bed. So I couldn't do that. So now I'm actually blocking my TV. It's right behind me now, but now it's facing this way. As we've got 3rd and 3 here, we missed a couple plays. Houston back with the ball. Heflin with the tackle. Where do I live? I live in Ames, Iowa. I'm an Iowa State student studying journalism. Big J journalism. As we've got 3rd and 3 here, Texans go empty set. Now motion a back into the backfield. Davis Mills swings it out low. Tried to get it to Kiki Kuti, the Texas Tech receiver. But he throws it low at his feet, and it'll be a 3-and-out quick for Houston. And the Packers and Jordan Love will get the ball right back. I'm a Virginia Pack fan, raised by far. Oh, yeah. I respect that. It's weird. It's so weird to me thinking that like 90% of my life I've watched Aaron Rodgers. Like 90% of the time that I've spent watching Packers football has been with Aaron Rodgers. It's so weird because I've always like growing up as a kid, like it was all Brett Favre. Like that's part of the reason I'm a Packers fan was watching Brett Favre. And like I basically never actually got to watch him play. Amari Rodgers on the punt return gets about 10 or so yards from the 24 to the 34. Amari Rodgers gets his first real action on the punt return, sets up the Packers in pretty solid field position. I'm 32, so I remember Rodgers was the new kid. Yeah, it's so weird to me, like Rodgers being the guy that's basically been there the entire time that I've watched football. But I grew up with Brett. Like I was like 7 years old and couldn't catch a football, but it was Brett Favre. You know, I played Madden 04 like religiously as a child. And it was, you know, it was Brett Favre, it was Amon Green, it was Javon Walker, it was Bubba Franks. And then on defense, you had Darren Sharper, you had Al Harris, you had Mike McKenzie, Nick Barnett. I had a Nick Barnett jersey as a kid. Dude, that dude was a legend. You had Nile Diggs, Bubba Franks. Dude, Bubba Franks. That's my guy. It was so funny. As a kid, I wanted Packers jerseys for like Christmas, right? And I had Donald Driver, I had Amon Green, I had Brett Favre, I had a whole bunch of them as a kid. And my mom asked me who I wanted for my next jersey, and I wanted a Bubba Franks jersey. And my mom, being the super tech savvy person that she was, like typed in Bubba jersey or something like that, and it came up with Don Beebe. So I got a Don Beebe jersey as a kid. And because she thought it was Bubba Franks, she didn't realize that they put the last name on the jersey, not the first name, and she just thought that I like was being an idiot and called him the wrong thing or something like that. So I got a Don Beebe jersey. Mom, I want a Ryan Grant signed jersey. Oh, dude, Ryan Grant, what a legend. Oh, also, I don't know if you see it. I got that helmet right there. That's a signed Allen. Oh, That's a signed Alan Lazard mini helmet. That's one of my prized possessions right there. That Alan Lazard helmet. I actually just fairly recently got that. Dude, Ryan Grant was a legend though. What a throwback. Dude, 27. Dude, I can't thank you guys enough. I love seeing that. You guys are the best. Is the game on antenna or no? It depends where you're at. If you're not in Wisconsin or surrounding states, unfortunately it's not. But if you are in Wisconsin or surrounding area, if you let me know like what area you're at, I can try to give you what station it'll be on. It is on antenna, but it depends if you're in Wisconsin area or no. So if you're in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, Michigan, Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, and even Alaska, if you're in one of those states, I'm in California, then I don't know if you'll get it. I would assume not, unfortunately. Jordan Love, quick right side, caught by Malik Taylor after a bobble, after a short incompletion on first down. So that'll be third down and about 6 or so. 3rd and 7 here. Third and 7 here for Jordan Love and the Packers. Just keep updated on the game then. Go Pack Go. Absolutely. Hey, that's what I'm here for. If you can't watch the game, I hope that you'll come tune in with us and we'll have a fun time. Jordan Love 3rd and 7 from their own 37. Jordan Love stands in the pocket, finds Devin Funchess, who can't quite break a tackle. Could not break the tackle, and it'll be 4th and short. Jordan Love stood in the pocket and took a hit, but completed the pass. It'll be 4th and 2 here for the Packers. Let's go for this. It's a preseason. Screw it. Go for it. Let's do it. And it looks like the offense is staying out there. Jordan Love under center. He'll take the snap. He'll fake it. Jordan Love looking deep. He's going to air it out, and it's over the head of Devin Funchess. Both of the Texans deep, both of the deep defenders completely misjudged that ball, but it does just go over the head of Devin Funchess, and Houston will get the ball in Packers territory. You know, that's a fine decision there from who's my favorite Packers player. Currently, it's Alan Lazard. Devin is slow. He gets a pass. Man, both the Texans. Oh, he tried to one hit. Devin, come on, man. 2 hands. 2 hands. 2 hands always better than one. What channel is this on? It depends. If you're in a Wisconsin or bordering state, it'll be on one of your local antenna stations or like one of your local cable stations. If you're not in Wisconsin or surrounding states, I don't know if you'll get it anywhere other than totally legally streaming it online. But yeah, unfortunately, if you're not in Wisconsin or surrounding states, I don't think you'll get it anywhere on TV. 2nd and 7 here for the Texans. Davis Mills goes 5 wide. Quick throw far sideline. He throws it at the knees, but it's caught. Scotty Phillips on the reception. There he is again. The man, the myth, the legend, Scotty Phillips. That's a pretty. My favorite is between Favre and Charles Woodson. Yeah, I would say all time it's probably Donald Driver. It's probably Driver or Jordy. I'm from Texas, so I don't think I can watch it unless there's a Houston station broadcasting it. Going for the end zone and it's overthrown. Ruled uncatchable, so there's no pass interference on Josh Jackson. Officials going like this. Uncatchable. That was actually a pretty, that would have been a pretty, Donald went to prison and came back to be awesome. So respect. Yeah, dude. Donald Driver was definitely my favorite as a kid. It was him and Brett were up there. Nick Collins, my favorite rookie. Nico Collins, sorry, his favorite rookie. Hope he does well. Oh, for sure. Davis Mills throws it over the middle. He's got his man at the 15 to the 10, cutting inside to the 5-yard line. Collins, there he is. Nico Collins inside the 5. And there he is. Cadu the Beast. On border of Kansas, close to Missouri. You think I get it? Maybe. I don't see. It says in St. Louis. It'll be on Fox, but so if you're close to St. Louis, maybe, but that's a little bit on the other side of Missouri. That's the only place in Missouri or Kansas listed. So I mean, you can certainly try Fox, but no guarantees. Freeman was a good too, though. Second and goal here for the Texans, looking to take the lead back. Davis Mills, the give is to Scotty Phillips, and he fights his way forward for the touchdown. Houston back on top. I'm in Kansas. Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri is about the closest place listed. Also Omaha, and then a couple places in Iowa, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, and Davenport. But nothing from Kansas, unfortunately. 9-7 Houston after Scotty Phillips. How about upstate New York? I'm going to go with no. Fairbairn on for the extra point. Did Kevin King give up the Morgan? Fairbairn on for the extra point. Snap good, hold down, kick on the way, and that one is right down Main Street. It's 10-7 Houston with 9:08 to go here in the second quarter. No, Morgan. Kevin King did not give up the Scotty Phillips touchdown. Who was that couldn't drag him down? I couldn't even see what number that was. It was somebody inside, though. I couldn't even really see who it was. No, Kevin King is one of 30 Green Bay Packers players not playing. Minnesota, there are places in Minnesota that get it. Let's see. Duluth gets it. Actually, that might be it. Unfortunately. Green Bay, Milwaukee, Madison, La Crosse, Eau Claire, Marquette, KQDS TV, Fox in Duluth, Minnesota / Superior, Wisconsin, CBS in Peoria, CBS in Davenport, CBS Des Moines, NBC Cedar Rapids, Fox St. Louis, ABC Omaha. It looks like if you get Duluth TV stations, Kevin King is a good corner. He's just now consistent. Yeah, he needs to be consistent and he needs to be healthy. Cheers from New York. Thanks for sharing. Go Pack Go. Hey, DR. That's what we're here for. Unfortunately, I can't show the game, but I'm trying to give people the next best thing. So appreciate all you guys tuning in. (10-7) Houston, 9:08 to go in the first half. Truly, I think Kevin King is a terrible DB. I don't think he's terrible, but he needs to be consistent and he needs to be healthy. Love the Packers, but I hated when they re-signed him. Hey, Morgan, we got you a buddy. For real, Kevin needs to move to safety because he can tackle. That's a real skill, but he has no hips. You know, I don't even think I can't even really disagree with that. Thanks, Mike. Look, I don't mind the 1-year deal just because, like I said earlier, He's kind of, I feel like he's kind of just there to make sure Eric Stokes isn't just thrown into the fire as CB2. Just tuned in. How is the O line been? They gave up some early pressure the first couple of drives, but they've been a little bit better here in the second quarter. 2021 record predictions. I'll have a video coming out at some point here in the next like week or two going over that. But since you guys are tuning into the stream, I'll give you a quick little sneak peek. I think they get to at least 11, probably 12. I don't know if they go 3 straight years with 13, but I would say anywhere between 11 and 13. Love is the chosen one. Hey, let's hope so. Let's hope if he's even like 3/4 what Aaron Rodgers is, like that's insane. Another one on the money, Love DeFunchess. First down gain. 13-4 is my guess. I mean, it's certainly not unreasonable to think that we'll just hit 13 again. But man, 13 wins 3 years in a row is so hard to do. So I would say anywhere in the 11 to 13 range is definitely reasonable. I think the ceiling on this team is like 15-2. Like this team has an incredibly high ceiling. If we can get through like the Bakhtiari injury with like an okay record, like if we can get through, I don't know how long Bakhtiari will be out because he got hurt like basically the end of the season. So let's say he misses, let's say just like ballpark, he misses 10 games. He misses just over half the season. If we can go through 10 games and be like 8-2 without Bakhtiari, or like 9, I haven't like I don't have the schedule right in front of me, so I don't exactly remember how the schedule goes. But like if we can get to like 8-2 through the first 10 and get Bakhtiari back like just after midseason, again, I don't know how long he'll officially be out. He could be back, I don't even know, week 5, week 14. I don't know. It's an ACL injury, so I want to be a little bit careful with it, but lowest we get is 10 wins. 8-2 might be a stretch. Bach will be back week 1. I don't know if he'll be back immediately week 1. I'd be pretty impressed if he was back week 1. Jordan Love goes 5 wide here on 3rd and 11. Packers with the ball at their own 40. Pretty good protection, but he gets hit right as he throws, and it'll be deflected and incomplete. That was the right tackle that got beat. Not sure who. Oh, is that Dennis Kelly? We still give up 30 a game last I checked. That is Dennis Kelly just got beat. The David Bakhtiari Jr. Actually, let me pull up the schedule here. 4th and 11 offense will come off the field this time. I see us losing to the Bears once, Cardinals, Chiefs, Vikings, and maybe Seahawks. I would say flip the Seahawks with the Browns. I know that's a December game, but Nick Chubb still frightens me. Punt is caught at about the 13-yard line, and the returner tripped up just across the 20. Will Black on the tackle. Let me just pull up the schedule here real quick. Okay, I'll just do a real quick run through here, and then I'll do like a full like in-depth video in about a week. Browns D is for real too. Yeah, for sure. I know that's the Christmas game, and the Packers don't lose at home in December, but that's a scary game to me. Okay, so we got at New Orleans. That's a dub. No Drew Brees, no Michael Thomas. Alvin Kamara still, I think, is probably like the best player we'll play all season. But I mean, New Orleans week 1, I think that's a dub. We'll beat the Lions by 45. At San Francisco is an interesting one. I think that'll be an interesting game purely because I don't know if by that point, are they going to go with Trey Lance or are they going to still be with Garoppolo? I'll play it safe. I'll put that as a loss for now, but I'm entitled to change that later on. I think Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, Rebecca, if you're still here. I think we'll beat Pittsburgh. I think Ben is like completely on the downswing. I think that's a loss. At Cincinnati, I think that's a win. At Chicago, I think that one honestly might depend on who's the quarterback for Chicago at that point. If Justin Fields is the quarterback, that one might be a loss. I think the defense is scary. They'll rely on Harris. Pitt is a good team. Don't talk crazy. Okay. I'll be honest. I I really like I really don't see it on Pittsburgh. Is there something I'm missing with Pittsburgh? So they got Ben. They just drafted Najee Harris, who I do think is good. They have Juju and James Washington are their top two receivers. They've got Eric Ebron and Pat Fryermuth as their tight ends. Let's take a look at their defense. Maybe I'm missing something on defense here. So okay, Cam Hayward, yeah. Stephon Tuitt, okay. They've got Watt, right? They've still got TJ. Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden's really old. Devontae's gonna cook Joe Hayden. Like Minka. Like Minka's the second best player on that team. They weren't even good last year. They had the easiest schedule in the league. So didn't the Steelers start like 11-0 last year and then just fell off a cliff because they actually played like good teams and then they got blasted by Cleveland in the playoffs? Like I'm sorry, Pittsburgh. I just don't. I legitimately don't see it. Like they'll fight for a playoff spot, right? Because they'll probably be the third best team in that division because they're not better than Baltimore and they're not better than Cleveland. So they'll probably be just fighting to be the 7 in the AFC. Yeah, and didn't win a game since. They fell off, so people have a bad taste, but that's still a good team. I'm not saying they're not a good team. I'm saying they're going to fight for the 7 in the AFC. But I mean, I think we're going to beat Pittsburgh. Like maybe it is wrong of me to just dismiss them, but like okay, they've got Devin Bush. Devin Bush is good. They've got TJ Watt. I don't think they don't have anything on the back end. Terrell Edmonds and okay, they've got Minka on the back end. That's on me. But like I just don't see it. I think we're gonna beat Pittsburgh. I don't want to say like relatively easily, but I think we're gonna beat Pittsburgh. So that'll be 3-1. I think we'll beat Cincinnati, be 4-1. The loss is currently to San Francisco. For those that are just joining, Chicago is an interesting game. You just named two of the best pass rushers in the league, though. Right. Right. I just like I don't know. I feel like Devontae's just gonna cook Joe Hayden every route. Like every play that's gonna be there. And I believe in our offensive line's ability to shed the first guy and set up a screen game. Like if Pittsburgh just spends their time blitzing us, like Aaron Jones is going to Aaron Jones is a hell of a receiver out of the backfield. I think people forget that. Like Aaron Jones can catch and run out of the backfield. Was Eli throwing it or was Saquon running it? LOL, that's how I look at the Steelers now. Worst 11-0 team. That might not be a stretch. Granted, 11-0 is still 11-0. They were still a playoff team. So I'm not going to like worst 11-0 team is definitely fair, but short pass is incomplete. Looking for Jordan. That was Vernon Scott. Broke it up as it got there. Nice hit on the receiver. Vernon Scott, another TCU guy. Big 12 strong. All right, I'm gonna have us at 4-1 with the loss being to San Fran. And I'm gonna go to this Chicago game. Also, Pittsburgh is a home game, so I feel like that counts for something too. AJ Dillon, dude, if AJ Dillon like trucks Minka, oh god, just 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 put it in me. That phrasing. D Hop or Tay. I'll be honest, as a Packers fan, I have said up until like week 12 of last year that D Hop was the best receiver. Pause. No, we're going on. We're moving on. I didn't say anything. I I think it's Tay now. And you guys can sus nah Tyler, I didn't say anything. You guys can go back and check my Twitter, check all my social media, everything. I said up until about week 12 that DeAndre Hopkins was still the best receiver in football. But I think towards the end of the season, like Tay just kind of put him in the ground. I think it's Tay now. I do just legitimately think Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in football. Not to change directions, but doesn't Matt L start putting in more zone run, or does Aaron completely take over? Um, Tay has Aaron though. That's true. Hey, you're sleeping on Kyler. You're sleeping on Kyler there. Not that he's anywhere close to what Aaron Rodgers is, but Kyler Murray. Fun fact: that's another jersey that I have. It's Kyler Murray. Jordy Nelson and Kovalev, man's had to step up, and he did in a big way in just 2 years. Yeah, I'm old enough to remember people that didn't want Devontae Adams on the team. He had oh shoot, what team was it against? Was it against Philly? He had just like a really bad game, like his second year in the league, and everyone wanted him gone. And now he's basically the best receiver in football. 2nd and 13 here for the Texans, looking near side, and Davis Mills completely airmails it to Erickson. I remember too. Yeah, there was a ton of people that didn't even want Devontae on the team anymore, and he's stepped up in a bigger way than anyone could even imagine. But yeah, this Chicago game week, what is that, 6? This Chicago game week 6 is going to be interesting. Where is Aaron Rodgers? He and 30 other Packers players are sitting this game. He is on the sideline though, so I loved Adams, wanted him in the draft, and always been behind him. Lol. Hey, I respect that, Mike. You're a real one. Fresno State bust, and look at him now. Yeah, Rodgers is at the game, but he's not playing. Along with 30 other or 29 other Packers starters. And the Packers defense giving up a 3rd and 17 or 3rd and 14, excuse me. That's Trey Lance 80-yard touchdown. Hey, Jimmy G better watch himself in San Francisco. Is this his last year? Is there any way Devontae re-signs, or is it for sure his last dance? So I'm going to be really sad if this is his last year. Just because, like, how all this drama has played out. I don't know. Kevin King still found a way to give up a touchdown and a field goal. I don't know how, but he did. Man, do I think this is Adams' last year? If they win the Super Bowl, ain't nobody leaving. That could very well be the case. Maybe that's the remedy to fix all this. I'm sure, I'll be honest, I'm sure Rodgers and Adams, and even Aaron Jones for that matter, who ended up having that contract extension in the offseason, I'm sure all of them are livid that they've lost 3 straight NFC championship games. Like, I can't imagine that feels good. Like, yeah, you've made it here, but like, then what? Like, I can't imagine that feels good. So, where would they go if they got a ring realistically, low? See, that was my thing with Rodgers this year, is he could go to Denver. I think Denver has good players. I don't think they're better top to bottom than Green Bay. I don't think there are a lot of teams that these players could go, like Devontae and Aaron are going to be fine wherever they end up. Like they're just going to be fine. But I don't know where they go that would need their position that gives them as good of a chance to win a ring if they're not here. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like Green Bay is definitely their best chance to win a ring on a team that needs their position. Like Aaron could go to San Francisco is probably the closest thing. Denver has line problems too, though. Yeah, exactly. Like Denver has some good young players. Patrick Surtain, they just added, got a pick 6 today against Minnesota. Made me laugh. The Packers have 6 rushes for -1 yards. Yikes. And KC is there. Exactly. He'd be playing against Kansas City. If he goes to Denver, he's playing against Patrick Mahomes, and he's also playing against the Chargers. Like, I don't think the Chargers are going to be like this super team that everyone's playing them up to be, but that's a really scary Los Angeles team. And the trade package, who would the other team give up? They would ruin chances of a Super Bowl. Exactly. Like, if he did go to Denver, what the hell does Denver have to give us for that to work? Like, I guess if he just leaves in the offseason, he can just sign wherever. But also, we do have a franchise tag on Adams after this year. I did not know that. I'll be perfectly honest. Did not know that. San Francisco or maybe New Orleans, I guess. Yeah, New Orleans quarterback. So they've got Jameis and Taysom. Yeah, okay. I could see New Orleans. San Francisco has made the most sense to me since that Adam Schefter report on draft night. New Orleans does make sense though, Morgan. I'll give you that one. I'll definitely give you New Orleans. I think that's definitely a fair response. Miami. Is Miami a Super Bowl contender? Like, could he go to Miami and put them, like, if he goes to Miami, are they better than Buffalo? Not even like, are they better than other teams in the AFC? Are they even the best team in that division if he goes to Miami? I don't know if they're better than Buffalo with him. Top to bottom, I don't know if obviously they're better at the quarterback position. If he's in Miami, just picture it. I mean, they've got a solid defense. They've got Xavier Howard back. They've got I think Parker's still there. They've got Myles Gaskin, Mike Gesicki, and then they'd add Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if they're better top to bottom than Buffalo. Maybe because of culture, but I don't know about offensive talent. Yeah, Miami's interesting, but he looked goofy as fucking. Yeah, Austin brings up the best point. Aaron, Will Fuller. Is Will Fuller in Miami? I thought he was just nowhere at the moment. Better than Denver, though? I don't even... Is that might be true. Better than Denver. But again, like, I don't... In the AFC, like, he could go to... What if it's not about winning a Super Bowl for 12 after he leaves? Could he just have fun competing and enjoy living somewhere beautiful? I mean, that certainly could be true. Aaron doesn't seem like the guy that doesn't want to win a Super Bowl, though. Like, you could definitely be right. Like, if he goes to, like, San Francisco just because he wants to live, like, closer to what he's used to from him being a kid, I don't know. He like, if he wants to live in San Francisco because he's used to California or something, like more power to him. But he doesn't exactly seem like the guy that doesn't want to win a ring every time he goes out on the field. I low-key think Washington could be a good landing spot for Rodgers. Washington would be up there purely because they would definitely just be the best team in the division at that point. Like, you put Rodgers on Washington, they're definitely the best team in the division. So as far as divisions go, that definitely makes sense. Also, you look at San Francisco, who's in that division. That's the best division in football. You got Seattle, LA, and Arizona all in that division. Like, the Rams got better by swapping Stafford for Goff, or swapping Goff for Stafford. Right, but he doesn't he like spend all of his off season in California somewhere? Morgan, doesn't he like go home to somewhere in California? I guess I don't really care about his personal life all that much. Opinions on MVS? He's the third slash fourth best receiver on the team, so he's guaranteed a roster spot. He goes everywhere, dude. All right, fair enough. I thought his house was in California, though. I think Washington might be the best answer I've heard. I don't know who said Mike. I think that might be the best answer. 3rd and 5, broken up. Houston looking for a flag, and it's not gonna come. Oh, there is a flag. That's Gene Charles. Gene Charles, the rookie. He's App State, and Houston does get the penalty here. A minute to go here in the first half. Still 10-7 Houston. He can't and went to Hawaii all summer. Oh, that's right, because he was at that. He was with his fiance. Freaking the actress from what was she in Divergent, right? Oh, 2 fouls on the Packers. Great. Oh, we got a roughing the passer on Oren Burks. All right, let's take a look. Is this roughing the passer? No, that's not roughing the pass. Her name is Divergent Girl. That's not roughing the passer. That's not roughing the passer. NFL, fix it. This is so dumb. What channel are you watching the game on? I'm watching it online. Sanity. I'm watching it online. If you're in Wisconsin and surrounding area, you can try to find it on a cable news station. So Fox, ABC, NBC, whatever, CBS, whatever local. If you're in Wisconsin surrounding area, I can try to help you with that. But if not, I'm afraid online is probably the best you can do. It's not on NFL Network. It's not on ESPN or Fox or anything, unless you're local. It's just seeing what they put. God, I'm sorry. That's not roughing the passer. one step and a shot to the chest that just knocks the quarterback down, and the linebacker like doesn't fall on him, doesn't hit him in the head, doesn't do any of that. That's not roughing the passer. I'm sorry. It's just not. I'll just watch highlights tomorrow. This is way better. Bro, use your glasses to screen record it. They can't take that. Yeah, we had somebody joke about that earlier. Here, let me see if I can. Oh, that's a little bit. You can see a little bit there. MVS is God, just here to chill. Hey, that's fine too. Yeah, like I said, I want MVS to be. So it's really interesting to me now that we've added Cobb. Davis Mills to the goal line. No, sir. Can you use your mirror? I don't actually have a mirror in this room, unfortunately. Oh. MVS greater than your favorite receiver. Yeah, Cobb makes it weird. So Cobb is going to be like the slot ahead of Amari Rodgers. And then we're going to have Adams on one side, Lazard on the other side. And then MVS and Cobb or Rodgers broken up. Vernon Scott at the goal line. That's my TCU guy. Did you have Taco Bell recently? No, that was my fan actually. I have a fan down here, and my chair ran into it. I appreciate the joke though, Epic Gamer Man. That was a great play by Vernon Scott at the goal line though. Fairbairn for the field goal here for the Texans. Packers will get the ball back here before the half. Fairbairn from 25. Kick is on its way and right down the middle. 13-7 Texans. Because now we had a lot of wide receivers. Yeah, so God, it makes it so interesting. What do you think about them wanting Clay Matthews back? Loki, think he's washed? Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. Man, it's so interesting at wide receiver. So we're gonna have Adams as the 1. I'm gonna put Lazard as the 2, right? Because that's my guy. So Lazard's the 2. The Texans are winning 13-7 right now. They just kicked a field goal here. 53 seconds left in the half, and the Packers will be getting the ball back here. No timeouts for the boys. So a very good 2-minute drill opportunity here. Or I guess really a 1-minute drill. But kept them out of the end zone. So we got Tay, we got Lazard. I'm gonna put MVS 3 ahead of Cobb. And then Cobb is 4. Is Funchess 5? And then Amari Rogers 6. And then Malik Taylor could be that 7th guy. MVS 2, maybe 3. I just like Lazard more, so I put him 2, but you're probably right, 2, maybe 3. But yeah, like, I don't know, it's so awkward. Because, like, so there's Adams, Lazard, Scantling, Cobb, Rogers, EQ could be that 6th guy. Funchess is up there. Malik Taylor, like, I don't think Chris Blair, DeAndre Tompkins, or unfortunately Reggie Bagleton will be on the roster. And oh no. Jonathan Grenard gets in the backfield and forces the fumble of Jordan Love, and it's recovered by Johnson. And that time it was the left tackle beat. It should probably be Adams 1, 2, probably be Adams 1, Lazard 2, Cobb 3, MVS 4, Rogers 5. Funchess will never see 3rd down. I don't care what he looks like today. 1 Adams, 2 Lazard, 3 Cobb, 4 MVS, 5 Amari, 6 Funchess. Yeah, I guess it depends, right? David Mills back and he throws it and it's picked off. It's number 48. And Houston gives it right back. That's Ento on the pick. And the Packers get the ball right back. Whew. There was a lot of jerseys in that area, and Ento just comes away with it. I didn't even know who 48 was, honestly. WTF, there's no way Amari makes an impact yet. So my biggest question is punt return. Tyler Gates needs his brain checked. MVS at hey, you know what? If he's gonna be a big hey, we got some trolls in the chat, but that just means I've made it, you know. Kylan Hill goes left side for about 5. But there is a flag down. Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, Kurt Benkert. All right. Well, first of all, Kurt Benkert is QB1. So your argument is invalid. But honestly, my biggest question is punt and kick returns. Are you going to put – you're not going to put Cobb back there at age 31 or however old he is. He's 31, right? Pretty sure he's 31. Right? Like, you're not going to put – oh, he's 30. He's 30. You're not going to put Cobb back there at 30. Like, would you do you trust a rookie to be? Would you trust Amari Rodgers back there? Like, do you put Amari back there? Do you take an extra receiver and put like Malik Taylor back there? Or like, because you're not gonna put Equanimous St. Brown back there. You're not gonna put Alan Lazard back there. You're not gonna put Adams back there. You're probably not putting MVS back there. Like it's Cobb who's 30 or Amari Rodgers who's a rookie, or you have to take an extra receiver like Malik Taylor. Unless you could throw Josh Jackson back there, maybe. But then you're getting rid of your third/fourth corner, probably fourth corner, and probably your second best slot guy behind Chandon Sullivan. Like that punt return spot is what's getting me right now. Don't forget, put J.K. Scott at linebacker. Big brain. Best tackler on the team is J.K. Scott, no question. Absolutely. Big brain, 1,000 IQ, epic gamer man coming in with the strats. I returned to punt with A-Rod on Madden 22. Dude, that which A-Rod though? there's two of them now. But I just mean who's the starting wide receiver? Why can't Aaron Rodgers return punt? Bro, not gonna lie, Jones might have better hands than some of our receivers. He probably does. So starting receivers you're gonna throw out there are Adams, Lazard, and then MVS or Cobb. I'm guessing. And then you've got all these two and three tight end sets because DeGuara is healthy again. So you're going to have Tunyon, DeGuara, Mercedes Lewis, and Sternberger. Are we going to keep 4 tight ends? I'll be honest. I like 4 tight ends. That's a lot of tight ends. And then you've got, are we going to keep, what's his name? Are we going to keep Dominic Daphne as like a fullback? I don't think Dominic Daphne might be a practice squad guy. Like, I love the dude, but like, I don't know, man. There's some interesting roster moves. I'm gonna be. Which one of the tight ends is our long snapper though? That's a good question. It's a very good question. How would you feel about a Clay Matthews making a return? I hope it happens. I hope. Part of me kind of wants it to, and part of me doesn't. Because the part of me that doesn't says that if he plays outside linebacker, he's going to be 4th on the depth chart because he's not going to be ahead of Preston Zadarius or Rashawn Gary. So he's going to be the 4th best outside linebacker. And if we moved him to inside linebacker, he's been out of the league for like a year and a half or 2 years. Is he going to play better inside linebacker than Kamal Martin and Chris Barnes? Like maybe. If we sign him, he's going to play inside linebacker because we're not going to sign him to be the 4th best outside linebacker on the team. So, I mean, he would have to be inside linebacker, I think, unless you put like, if he comes back, he has to take HGH again. If he came back, could you put Rashawn Gary at like an end? Because we run a 3-4. Could you put him as one of the 3 instead of one of the 4? And Scotty Phillips makes the short reception on a first down, and that'll bring us to the half. It's 13-7 Houston. Man, we've had such a great conversation, and it's only halftime. MVS had more yards in the championship game than Adams. Yeah. I think that was mostly because Tampa was pretty keyed in on Devontae Adams. But having MVS play how well he did definitely kept us in that game. I'm pretty sure Preston was more of a coverage last year, so put him outside. Do we really want Preston Smith in coverage? Like, we all know that was a terrible mistake. Like Preston Smith should not be covering like anybody. I mean, he's a better coverage guy than Za'Darius, but like he had a pick against Minnesota last year or 2 years ago, but like Preston Smith covering anybody that's not like a slow tight end. I mean, that's like Preston Smith shouldn't be in pass coverage all that much. Clay looked good at middle, but that was also 3 years ago. Yeah, exactly. It's just such a weird spot. Not Tom Brady, best corner in the NFL for sure, 100%. Block Austin. Wait, what did Austin? Wait, let's all agree Kevin King is the best corner. Kevin King is the king of all corners, and his time changed my mind. Hey, his last name is King for a reason, Morgan. I don't know. That might be like his name is King for a reason. I don't know, man. Nah, Brian Balaga, best corner for Kevin King, greater than Deion Sanders, king of giving up touchdowns. I like that. King of giving up touchdowns. Nah, Brian Balaga, best corner for sure. Yeah. If Kevin King is the best corner, then order me a Scotty Miller jersey, I guess. Uh, Kevin King isn't bad. He just had a bad game, really. It's Pettin's fault for not having no over the top to help. I mentioned that earlier, Mike. I said I couldn't remember exactly what coverage we were in, but Kevin King probably should have had over the top coverage that late. So they rigged the grass. It's true. It's true. Really, if we're gonna blame anybody for the NFC Championship game, we should blame Mother Nature for not having it 6 inches of snow at Lambeau for the NFC Championship game. So really, if anyone's to blame, it's Mother Nature. Honestly, we had all that spectacular weather for the Tennessee game, and then it all went away. Man, that Tennessee game was so much fun. Especially that time Ryan Tannehill took off for like 48. No uphill, the earth is flat. Safety was nowhere to be found. But why is Kevin playing press? So I don't know why Kevin was playing press with 5 seconds left. Maybe it's because he thought he was going to have over the top help and then he just didn't. I don't know. Let's blame refs. The Bucks defender yanked the jersey clearly, but no, let's call finger tap pass interference. I'm with Mike. Oh, Larry McCarron talking with Eric Stokes. I love it. God. Eric Stokes wearing 21 just. Can we all just hope that he's next Charles Woodson? Man, that's gonna be sweet. I feel bad for King, but he choked, dude. I'm done. Yeah, it's okay, Morgan. I definitely feel your pain. I definitely know where you're coming from. I wish Savage would have got 21. So wasn't there like one of the first practices he wore number 21 and then he changed to 26? But yeah, that would have been cool. 21 Savage. Man, I'll be honest. The more that I watch of Eric Stokes, like highlights and like film and all that, the more I watch of it, the more I'm excited for. Like the more I'm excited for it. He changed to 21, but they said it was too late for something, so he had to change back. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure exactly what the reason was, but I remember there were pictures of him like during a practice wearing 21. Oh, we were going over the schedule earlier. I completely forgot about that. So I had us. So now we can argue about Pittsburgh and San Francisco more. I, I had us. I had us 4-1, excuse me, going into Chicago, and I think that's a really interesting game. All right, actually, before I get to this Chicago's pick, Stokes has the athletic abilities to take outside. Don't you think? I do. I really do. I think Chandon Sullivan and Josh Jackson are the two slot guys to me. And then Kevin King, Jair's for sure corner one on the outside, and then King and Stokes are going to kind of go back and forth for the corner two on the outside. Um, yeah, Steelers trash. All right, let's not get into that. I want to ask you guys a question because I feel like a majority of you guys are Packers fans, and if not, like I still feel like you can answer this question. Chicago or Minnesota, who's better this year? The Bears and the Vikings. Who's better this year? King is gonna be the nickel. Okay, let's move on. Yes, sir. Green and yellow. So Packers fans, I guess Packers fans, who are you more scared of, Minnesota or Chicago? And then for the rest of the people, who's going to be better, Minnesota or Chicago? Minnesota for sure, Chicago. Already, we've got it. That's what I like to see because I know my answer, but I want to know what you guys think. Austin back with the fire takes. Hey, don't you disrespect my man Brett Hundley like that. Chicago because they will still produce turnovers. Okay, I like it. Minnesota for sure. Minnesota for sure. Chicago the turnovers. So depends on who's QB for the Bears. Okay, I respect that because that's kind of what I've been thinking. Let's say for sake of argument, Andy Dalton starts 4 games and then they go to Justin Fields. Minnesota didn't have Barr, Daniil Hunter plus Pierce didn't get their scary ass defense back plus fill the needs on the O line. So let's just say for sake of argument, let's play it a little bit on the low side for Chicago. Let's underrate them a little bit, and let's say Fields starts after week 4. So Dalton plays 4 weeks, and then Fields plays the remaining 13. So that would put Fields as the starting quarterback for both games against the Packers. And then obviously Kirk Cousins and all of that for Minnesota. Chicago, okay. All right, we've got enough answers here. I think Minnesota is better. Chicago playoffs last 2 out of 3 years with Trubisky, though. That's true. I think Minnesota. I think Minnesota scares me more. And I'm saying this as a guy that likes Justin Fields and has a David Montgomery jersey in his closet. I think Minnesota is better. I am more afraid of Minnesota. I think I'm more afraid of Minnesota than I am Chicago. Because like Mike said, Daniil Hunter was gone all of last season. He's back. They got Christian Darrisaw in the first round of the draft. So they beefed up their O line. Why? So Morgan. So Morgan, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, Morgan. I'm gonna use your argument against you. Kevin King has to guard either Darnell Mooney or one of Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. I gotcha. No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm done talking about Kevin King. I think Minnesota's offense is better. They filled their O-line needs. Kirk is okay. I'm not going to say Kirk is really good, but Kirk is good in what the Vikings want to do. Irv Smith is a beast at tight end. Kevin clamping anyone. See, Morgan, I'm telling you, like, like Dalvin. Okay, let's go position by position. Justin Fields as a rookie, I'll take Kirk. Just as a rookie, I'll take Kirk. Maybe in a year I'll change that, but I'll go Kirk. I'll take Dalvin over Montgomery. I'll take the Vikings' top 2 receivers over the Bears' top 2 receivers, Thielen and Jefferson over Robinson and Mooney. I think the Bears' O-line might be a little bit better, but like Mike said, Minnesota's a lot better on the O-line. I don't know if I'm late. How's your reaction to the game so far? It's been pretty quiet for the Packers, to be honest. Jordan Love had one really good drive, but the O-line hasn't really given him help, and the running game has not done anything. And the defense has stopped Houston for the most part. Right? So, like, Minnesota's offense, I think, is just better at every position. And now let's go to defense. So I think Chicago defense is better, though. Is it? Is it that much better? Okay, Eric Kendricks or Roquan Smith. You're taking Eric Kendricks, right? Anthony Barr, Khalil Mack. You would probably take Mack, but Mack hasn't done everything like he was supposed to when they traded for him. He's been good, but he hasn't been, ever since his first year, he hasn't been right. You would take Khalil Mack over Anthony Barr, but I don't think the gap is that big. Who's on the Bears? I mean, Hakeem Hicks is good. Bears D isn't horrible, but not better. See, that's what I'm saying, Austin. Ogletree came back to life too. Yeah, for sure. Like, I know the Vikings looked like absolute garbage today, but much like the Packers, they rested like 30 guys. So, like, I think Minnesota, if we were gonna split or lose both games to a division opponent, I would say it'd be Minnesota before it would be Chicago. Eric Kendricks, Harrison Smith, Danielle Hunter, Michael Pierce, Anthony Barr. Yeah. So I think the only place that Chicago might be like definitely better is corner. And even then, they have Desmond Trufant and Jalen Johnson. And that's better than the Vikings, who just added Patrick Peterson. Hey, Morgan, I appreciate you coming. Have a good rest of your night. Hope to see you back in a stream sometime. Pat Pete, exactly. Yeah, see you later, Morgan. Hope you enjoyed your time here. Enjoy the rest of your night, and your honestly kind of forgot about Desmond. Yeah. I mean, I think the Vikings are better than the Bears, which is weird because the Vikings never beat the Bears. I don't know why, but the Bears have just had their number the last like 3 years. Patrick is playing safety from what I heard, so Harrison and Pat back there is really good. Is Harrison Smith or is Patrick Peterson playing safety for them? That's interesting. I mean, I don't hate that, but only way we're losing if Kevin does Kevin on defense. Yeah, that's fair. Super Bowl 2022 predictions. I don't want to go boring and say a rematch, so I won't. I don't know how the Vikings lost. I thought they would do decently good, but they were bad. Yeah, I have no idea what was wrong with the Vikings last year. They did have very young corners, so they got kind of in a shootout type situation with a couple teams, and they just didn't have enough in the tank. Pat Pete and safety, MVP confirmed. Lol. There it is. BJ Raji. Yes. Dude, could you imagine BJ Raji and Kenny Clark up front? Oh, That'd be nasty. 1st and 10, handoff goes to Scotty Phillips for 5. Man, we're making Scotty Phillips look like Jamal Charles or something. But yeah, we're back in the game, so our schedule talk didn't really get anywhere. But I would think Minnesota is going to be better than Chicago this year. Like I think they're going to battle for the second spot behind us in the division, but I do think Minnesota's better. Packers can't lose. We were 6-0 in preseason games the last few years. Are we really? I I didn't know that. That shows you how much I don't watch the preseason. I wore this Alan Lazard jersey specifically because we're playing the Texans. Oh, at home I meant. Okay. Because I remember we beat the Texans last year with Lazard had that sweet catch in the end zone. Or 2 years ago, I mean. Not last year. 2 years ago. Was that last year? I don't even remember. No, because last year there wasn't a preseason, so it was 2 years ago. Man, that got me on the hype train. That made me so happy when that happened. It gave me vindication. 2nd and 4 here for Houston in the third quarter here. They've got the 13-7 lead over the home Packers, who rested 30 players to begin with, so running pretty thin. Davis Mills still the quarterback for the Texans. Give is to Scotty Phillips again. He picks up about another 3. Eddie Lacy needs to stop eating and come back. Dude, that would be awesome. Eddie Lacy comes back. Oh, excuse me. Texans fan here. Great game so far. Oh, for sure. Cash. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Davis Mills throws far as the sideline, and it's caught but out of bounds. Isaiah Coulter, the intended target, made a nice catch, but he was out of bounds, guarded by Josh Jackson. If you had to guess what would the Texans' record be this year, I'd guess at best 6-11. If Deshaun Watson plays, 6-11 might be their ceiling. This Texans team is just bad. If Deshaun Watson doesn't play, this Texans team might go like 2-15. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot on this Texans team. Sorry, Cash Prod. Wouldn't know Lamau. I just wanted DW's situation to be done with. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I don't really like care about the Texans, but I want it to either he did it or he didn't, and I want to know as soon as we can. You know, like, oh no, they're talking about Ty Montgomery. No. Oh, dude, Packers fans flipped on Ty Montgomery so fast. That was part of the trade they'll give Cobb back if we let them win. Oh man. Are we going to watch the game or no? I can't, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I can't show the game because of copyright issues that I, don't want to deal with. And Amari Rogers muffs the punt into the end zone, but he gets it back and gets out to the 8-yard line. So he saved it. But not the best start to the second half for the Packers special teams unit, who still seems to be struggling quite a bit. Yeah, unfortunately, Godswelder, I can't show the game because of copyright issues. You'll see that very commonly throughout anybody that does a play-by-play or live reaction content on YouTube. Yeah. His live would get taken down. Rather sit here and talk about it. TBH. Ayo, what if Green Bay had Kelvin Benjamin, and Eddie Lacy? Hey, we'd be a couple Popeyes biscuits away from a couple tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Good old Booger McFarland. He's one Popeyes biscuit away from being a tight end. Put Cobb at punt returner. That'd be sick. Oh, for sure. 6 tight ends. We'll just run the 6 tight end set. We'll put them all at the O-line and then one center. And then there we go. From a tight end, might as well be a DT. All right. Well, Amari Rodgers is going to get a second chance at this. There was a penalty on Houston for going out of bounds on your own volition. So it'll be 4th and 6, and they'll replay the down. So Amari Rodgers is going to get a second chance. Cobb not as speedy as he used to be. He's still kind of shifty, but yeah, I don't. As a 30-year-old receiver, I don't want him to get drilled on a punt return. Like, oh, this time Amari Rodgers with a fair catch at the 11. Why didn't we put Lacy at D tackle? That's a good question. Got $200 on the line. Come on, Packers, man! Bet $200 on a preseason game. That is bold there, Normsy. Eddie at DT, man, that would be like prime JJ on a preseason. Yeah, Normsy, that is quite bold. $200 on a preseason game. I'd bet $200 on the Packers to beat the Texans in the regular season, but man, that's on a preseason game. That is bold. It's 13-7 Houston at the moment, Tyler. Got just over 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Texans just punted us. It's a football card. I just need the Packers to win. I betted 5. Okay. Thank God. I was going to say, what do you think Green Bay record will be? I have us in the 11-6 to 13-4 range. I hope we pull a Kevin King and this dude goes down $200. All right, Austin, that's a little rude. That's a little rude, don't you think? Oh man. Yeah, I think 11-6 to 13-4, just somewhere in there. I'll have a full video out going over the schedule and all my predictions here in about a week. Hey, Avs fan 29, welcome to the stream. Good to have you back, man. How's it going? Hope you're enjoying your Saturday night. Got some preseason football action. Texans at the Packers. Texans up 13-7 in the third quarter here. I said 12-5. Yeah, that's about what I would put us at, Mike. I am just watching baseball. Nice. I'm about to subscribe. I like talking football. You're great. Hey, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it a lot, man. I think Lions can go 9-8. Who got the ball? The Texans just punted it back to the Packers. They'll have the ball at about their own 12. Amari Rodgers made a fair catch on about the 12-yard line. 13-7 Texans, 12:05 to go here in the third. Packers with the ball. Jordan Love is done. You know what that means? It's Kirk Benkert season. Jordan Love, 12-17, 122 yards and a touchdown. A very solid start from him. Kurt Benkert, play action right off the bat. Throws it far side. He's got his man Funchess across the 30-yard line, and he's cut down there. Kurt Benkert. Kurt Benkert. Kurt Benkert. I love Kurt, man. Kurt is awesome. Follow on Twitter. Yes, absolutely. Go follow Kurt Benkert on Twitter. Dude is fantastic. He's a streamer for Ghost Gaming. If you guys know like anything about esports, the guy streams for an esports organization called Ghost Gaming. The dude is fantastic. He's got another completion for another first down out to Malik Taylor to the 42-yard line. 2 straight completions for Kurt. Kurt, Ben, Kurt. Kurt, Ben, Kurt. The dude is fantastic. Absolutely go follow him on Twitter. Can't make Browns jokes anymore? Not really. That team is very scary. And the best part is they're still probably not the best team in the division. All right, I missed a couple of these chats here. Hold on. Kurt Benkert, play action. He's looking deep, airs it out over the middle, and he's got Malik Taylor again into Texans territory to the 36-yard line. Kurt Benkert in 3 plays has gone into Texans territory. 10.5 to go here, and the Packers 3 straight first downs on 3 straight plays. Kurt, let's go. They still did go 0-16 4 years ago. God, man, that's insane. Kurt Benkert. This time, there's a mishandle on the handoff, and the Texans will get it. Kurt Benkert and Kylan Hill couldn't get together for the handoff on the exchange. And the second turnover for the Packers comes after 3 straight deep completions for Kurt. And the Texans take over with 10:08 to go here in the third. Any Browns fans here? I'm going to need some tips on how to deal with mediocrity. I don't like the Browns at all. Yeah, Avs fan is not a Browns guy. Super Bowl champs 2022. I meant I'm taking the Browns to the Super Bowl 2022. Yeah, bro, Madden. Dude, Madden loves the Browns. The only team that Madden likes more than the Browns is the Cowboys. Seems like every sim, it's Browns Cowboys for the Super Bowl. Oh man, that's a rough exchange there between Kurt and Kylan Hill. Just never got it in the chest. And the Texans take over. I'm talking about the toilet bowl. Fair enough. Okay, but I did miss some of these. Nah, my Texans will be. Hold on. I put Packers at 13-4. Okay, I like it. I think that is a little bit on the high end, but not by much. Like I said, 11-6 to 13-4. I feel like anywhere between there we could be there. Another 13-4. Not a Green Bay fan, but if I had to guess, I'd say like 12-5. Okay. Sounds like everybody's about on the same page. Tyler, I don't know what this Lions going 9-8 nonsense is. I don't like Browns at all. DB Sports, this is your last warning. Uh-oh. For what? What did I do? Did I do something? Uh-oh. Avs fan, what did I do? Uh-oh. I'm scared. I'm scared. You said Cowboys instead of Cow. Oh, you're right. I did do that. I pulled your IP. Yo, do it. Okay, so speaking of pulling your IP, not that this is at all in the same like realm of discussion. So like the like phone calls that you get where it's like we were asking to extend your car's warranty or whatever. I love the phone calls where they're like, a crime has been committed using your social security number. Like, please report to this phone number if you don't want to be like tried or whatever. And it's like, look, if a text to speech like auto voicemail thing takes me to court, you got me. Like Dak, Zeke, Jerry Jones, Des Bryant, Jason Garrett are all Aaron Rodgers' kids. Damn right they are. Damn right they are. Oh, Jeff Driscoll's in. Let's go. Jeff Driscoll versus Kurt Benkert. This is the football we've all been waiting for. Jeff Driscoll. Oh, Vernon Scott. You gotta. Oh no, that's Gaines. Gaines, you gotta pick that. Oh no. What's your MLB team? I'm pretty sure you said a million times, but I forgot. It's my boy. It's my boy Clark. Clark the Cub. But we don't talk about baseball because the Cubs made me sad, so we don't talk about that. 3rd and 9, Jeff Driscoll back, looks deep far side, and it's over the head of. Oh, there's a flag. He was looking for Chris Moore. There's a flag. I don't know about that. I'm a Cavs fan, so it's close to the Browns. That was, I believe that was Kadar Holman on coverage, but that's. They're gonna get Kadar Holman for the pass interference, but that is not a good call. No, that's a bad call. Oh, you're not gonna like me because we got one of your players? No, Avs fan, don't do it. No, Avs fan, don't do it. I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna stop you right there. Want to know how LeBron is better than Jordan? I want to hear this because I don't agree with you. I want to hear. Shoot, Mike. Obviously, you're not against the Packers, but you're rooting for Coach McCarthy to do well in Dallas. I've always liked Mike. So to answer your, yeah, I do. I definitely like. I hate the Cowboys, but I do want Mike McCarthy to do well. Hopefully, like Chris. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna cry on stream now. I posted a video where I got I was I was at home when Anthony Rizzo got traded. Or no, I was in the middle of moving when Anthony Rizzo got traded. And I posted a video on YouTube. I was basically like bawling on my couch. Made me so sad. And then Mike gets fat shamed. Yeah, I saw that on Undisputed. Skip Bayless was like, "Yeah, I don't like my coaches being that size." And then Jenny Taft was like, "Skip, get out of here." Oh God, I love Jenny Taft. Anybody that puts Skip Bayless in his place, good in my book. Jeff Driscoll give to Howell up the middle, a big crease tackled by Vernon Scott, and the Texans inching closer to the red zone here. A 12-yard gain by Howell. I'm allowed to talk about all that because you said Cowboys again. It's Cowgirl. Look. Nobody is imitating LeBron's game, but Jordan had Kobe be like him and his play exactly like him. Therefore, LeBron is better. Nobody is imitating LeBron's game, but Jordan had Kobe be like him and his play exactly like him. Therefore, LeBron is better. I don't I don't know if I buy that. If it makes you feel any better, I was in the restaurant when DeAndre got traded. Oh no. Oh no, that would. Oh God, that was what a terrible trade. Although the all wise not Lord, I am so sorry, man. That's man. I I really hope the Texans turn it around purely for their fans' sake. Cause my God, how do you deal with Bill O'Brien for that long? Like I have the utmost respect for Texans fans because like, oh God. LeBron is one of a kind, Jordan isn't. See, but by like that logic, right? Like you could just say that Wilt Chamberlain is the GOAT. Because there's nobody doing what Wilt Chamberlain did. Right? Or like LeBron cries too much. See, but the NBA has kind of just gotten to that point. Like I do agree with you, Austin. Mike Dog, I'll be honest, on Twitter at least, people definitely know me as a LeBron hater. But I genuinely don't know if I like I see where you're going. Right? Like 3rd and 13 here for the Texans. Quick screen near sideline. Ball pops free, but it's recovered by Houston. It'll be 4th down. That was to Anthony Miller. Anthony Miller's still in game. That's interesting. Plus, LeBron had the most pressure on him, more pressure than any NBA superstar, and he didn't fold. I'd be interested, like, at what point, right? Like, I'd be interested in knowing when, like, when they came back from 3-1, like that I would buy. Field goal up and good. The Texans now up 2 possessions, 16 to 7. They're up 9. Packers with a lot of work to do with Kurt Benkert as Jordan Love is now out of the game. 6:07 to go here in the 3rd. Coming into the league from high school, he had the most pressure. Okay, I'll semi buy that. I feel like there's right. So like I'll let me play devil's advocate here because I do somewhat buy that argument. But on the same hand, right? So he's got all the pressure because he's a high schooler that just got drafted. But then on the other hand, like he's very much more of a kid than anybody else that got drafted. So he's got so much more to like learn and so much more leeway, right? Because like he got drafted at what 18, like or 17 or 18, right? He's got so much more to go, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Is that making any sense? Right? To just play like devil's advocate from that. I do think there is a little bit more pressure than there is no pressure to that. Like I do think you have something there. But right, like just to play devil's advocate, right? Like you expect a lot out of a high schooler because they did just get drafted, but at the same time, like he just got out of high school. Yeah, okay. Like I'll be honest, I'm known as a LeBron hater. I still think he's number 2 behind Jordan. Right? But like I don't know. I feel like it's very hard for me to like I'll be honest, I'm a pretty stubborn guy. Like I still have Montana 1 over Brady. And I don't think there's a lot that's going to change my mind about that. Zaza great. Zaza a cheap shot. Oh shit, where's my hat? Oh, I think my hat's still in a box. What's happening right now? The Texans just kicked a field goal, Robert. It's now 16 to 7 Texans with 6:07 to go in the 3rd. Jordan, Braun, Kobe. That's fair. That is fair. Honestly, it's 2 different eras. Jordan the goat of his, LeBron the goat of his. Yeah. See, that's my favorite answer, honestly. Because you're right. It is 2 completely different. It is 2 completely different games of basketball. It's 2 entirely different things. Kickoff is through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers will start at the 25. Kobe was good, but honestly, just not GOAT material. Man, it hurts, but I think you're probably right. Man, that hurts to say. That stings me to say that. Oh, yes. Kenny Clark's sideline interview. Let's go. Kobe isn't in my top 5. Ooh, I'd say that's a hot take. Kurt Benkert, quick swing out. Devin Funchess gets a block on the edge across the 30 to the 33-yard line, picks up about 8. The Packers come home with the W. They certainly can, but the offense has to move the ball and not turn it over. Only use shooting paper balls. Kobe. Kobe is in my top 5 all time. Kobe's the only player on the Lakers I actually like. My Texans kicking a field goal. That's very Texans of them. Has Rodgers even gotten a reception yet? I don't think so, actually, Mystic Laser. Kurt Benkert airs it out. He's looking deep and he's looking for Rodgers and he just overthrew him. Oh no, that's not Rodgers. That's 6 DeAndre Tompkins, who comes up holding his wrist. Kurt took a shot there on 2nd and 2 and just missed DeAndre Tompkins deep. Magic Johnson, Shaq, Kobe, Wilt, Kareem are my favorite Lakers. Yeah, I'll buy that. And all right, get out, Mike. Get out. The door is there. 3rd and 2, give is up the middle. Patrick Taylor on the carry, and he's got the first down. Aaron Rodgers playing secondary because he goated. Go, Pat, go. All right, you can stay. You can stay. Just know that I don't like that Lonzo call. That's not even all that true. I like Lonzo, but God, LeVar just irks me, dude. Kurt Benkert in the gun. Hearing go Pack go chants from Lambeau. Give up the middle again. Go Texans get 1 pick. Are Browns Super Bowl contenders? Man, the AFC is tough. AFC is tough because they've got the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Ravens and the Titans. I'm gonna say yes. The Browns are Super Bowl contenders, but no, I don't think they'll get there this year. Because I think they're probably the 3rd or 4th best team in the AFC. But the problem is they're not the best team in their division. Because I still think the Ravens are better. How do you think the Texans will do this year? Again, I think it comes down to does Watson play? Because Watson by himself is good enough to get you like 4 wins, regardless of how terrible your team is. So I mean, he could get them to 5 wins, but I mean, if Deshaun Watson doesn't play, it's really hard for me to see Tyrod Taylor carry this team to do anything. Another give to Taylor, cuts up field, gets down to about the 40-yard line of the Texans. Why is Aaron Rodgers our 3rd string? He should be starting. Fair point, Mike. Jay, no. Texans about to go 17-0. Just watch. God, wouldn't that be something? 2nd and 5 here for the Packers at the Texans' 40-yard line. Another give. Taylor up the middle, picks up about another 4. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the Texans' 36-yard line. Who is better, Love or Benkert? Man, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to answer that because I have to say Love. And if I say Love, that means I don't think it's Benkert. And if it's not Benkert, then I'm sad. If the Texans get 8 wins, I'd be surprised. I would be off the walls surprised. High snap, Kurt Benkert recovers it, but the play kind of fell apart from the high snap. And it'll be 4th and about 5. If the Texans get 8 wins, I'd be bouncing off the walls surprised. The media would look dumb, Lamau. I would look real dumb if the Texans got 8 wins. I'm saying that they'll get like 4 or 5 max. I think Texans 6-11. I don't know the Texans schedule, but my gut feeling is like 5-12. I was impressed with Love's performance, not gonna lie. Yeah, me too. Kurt Benkert, 4th and 5. They're going for it. He's gonna air it back shoulder, but it's just behind the receiver. That's Reggie Beggleton down the sideline. Just a little bit too far behind him. I was really impressed with Jordan Love, considering this was basically his first football experience, at least in a game, albeit in a preseason game. I thought he played well. How's the Texans defense? They've been getting pressure. They have been getting pressure. I'll give them that. The back end down the middle has been beat a couple times, but they've been getting pressure, Robert. So Rodgers gone after this year. Should have traded him for a bunch of first round picks. So hopefully he can be Favre Rodgers part 2. Yeah, for sure. Rodgers gone after this year. Should have traded him now for a bunch of first round picks. I guess that depends, right? Because the front office thinks I don't see why you wouldn't trade him if you thought he was just going to leave. So I feel like the front office thinks a lot of this is overblown. What's the score? 16-7 Houston. We got about a minute and a half left in the third here. Packers just went for it on 4th and 5 and threw an incomplete pass. So it'll be Texans ball when we come back from this commercial break. I heard that they got better at stopping the run. Yeah, they have shut down the Packers run game. Patrick Taylor, who's the most recent running back in the game, has 7 carries for 21 yards. A.J. Dillon, Kylan Hill, and Kurt Benkert are the only other players with rush attempts, and they've got a combined 8 carries for negative 5 yards. So Kylan Hill and A.J. Dillon had a combined 6 carries for negative 1 yards. So Texans defense definitely stopping the run well. That's good considering we were dead last to stopping the run. Again, it is the preseason, so you're not playing against the Packers starting O-line necessarily, but yes, they have played very well up front today. Hey, it's Randall Cobb. Yes. Oh man. Dude, just the joy in Randall Cobb's eyes when you see him talking about the Packers, it makes me so happy. Opinion on Last Dance, the Netflix show or ESPN show? I really enjoyed it. We need Jordy back. No, because okay, as much as I want Jordy back, that wide receiver room is confusing enough as it is. I want Jordy back more than ever. Bro, I got to see Cobb do his finger roll. Dude, there's nothing smoother than that. Jordy Nelson come up. Dude, there's no one that wants Jordy more than I do. But that wide receiver room is so confusing as it is. Right? Because we thought coming into the year it was going to be Adams, MVS, Lazard. He's kind of old. Yeah, I think he's 31 or 32. Because he's older than Cobb. Do you hate the Bears? I hate the Bears. I don't hate David Montgomery because that's my boy. Jeff Driscoll almost intercepted. There's a flag. Oh, that better not be DPI. That better not be DPI. Ento with beautiful coverage. He's already got 1 pick today. And he almost had a second one. That better not be on Ento. As Ento getting helped off the field. He's 36. He don't have to be the number one like he was before. Bro, how can you call that DPI? How is that? Oh my goodness. Imagine we signed Megatron. Dude, that'd be hilarious. All right, Mike, I'll get to your point here in a sec. But I'll answer Av's fan question. Why don't I hate David Montgomery? Because he's a Cyclone, bro. I got an Iowa State pillow back there, and I'm an Iowa State student. That's my guy. I love David Montgomery. That's my guy. I have his jersey hanging up in my closet. Yes, his Bears jersey. That's my guy, dude. David Montgomery, Alan Lazard. Who else in the league? Hakeem Butler is tight end for the Eagles right now. Matthew's 35. But okay, least favorite team for every sport. Okay, baseball, it's the Yankees. I know I'm a Cubs fan and it's not the Cardinals. But it's the Yankees. Football, it's actually not the Bears. It's the Cowgirls. So yeah, NFL, it's the Cowgirls. Let's see. What other sports are there? Hockey, it's probably Toronto. I don't like Toronto in hockey. Oh, or the Rangers. Oh, I don't like the New York Rangers in hockey. It's probably the Rangers. Let's see. Soccer, I don't really care about. NBA. Oh, Phillips, a big run. He stiff arms a man. And Phillips gets the Texans down deep into Packers territory. A big run there from Phillips. Sorry, my headphones just got disconnected there. As we end the third quarter, Phillips, a massive run deep into Packers territory. Houston looking to put this game away here at the end of the third. Have you met any NFL players from your college? I met Alan Lazard while he was still at Iowa State. And I also met David Montgomery when he was still at Iowa State. But I haven't met anybody who's currently in the NFL like after they got there, if that makes sense. Rangers are hateable, but they didn't do anything for the last 5 years. Yeah, but I don't like them. I hate Seahawks, Raptors, Astros. Oh, the Astros is a good one too. That's a good pick, Austin. Let's see. Soccer, I don't really care. Oh, NBA. That's what I was. Who's my least favorite NBA team? I don't actually know. Who's my least favorite NBA team? Normally, I'm sorry, Mike, if you're still here. Normally, I would say whatever team LeBron is on, but I actually don't hate the Lakers. So I don't like the Clippers. The Clippers are probably down there. Oh, the Rockets. I don't like the Rockets. I know that's kind of a weird one, but I don't like the Rockets. But they're pretty bad now, so it's kind of hard to just not like them. Oh, the Nets. I don't like the Nets. I like Kevin Durant, but I don't like the Nets. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know least favorite MLB or NBA team. There's a couple. Favorite MLB player? Ooh, favorite MLB player. All right. Well, my man disowning my favorite teams. I'm sorry, man. Favorite MLB player. Man, it hurts because my three favorite are Rizzo, Bryant, and Baez, and they're all gone. Oh God. Is of course Buster Posey. Yeah, that makes sense. Man, Austin, why you gotta go hurting me like that? Favorite MLB player? It's Anthony Rizzo, who's now on my least favorite team. My favorite is Jackie Robinson. Oh, if we're going all time, it's Alfonso Soriano, who also played for the Yankees. Javi Baez. Dude, I'm only happy for Javi going to the Mets because now he's with Francisco Lindor and they're like buddy buddy. So I'm happy for him that he's playing with Lindor, but God. All time hate me for this, but Barry Bonds. I don't hate you for that. Favorite all time for me is Alfonso Soriano, and number 2 is Sammy Sosa. So if anyone's gonna get hate for their favorite all time baseball player, it's definitely me for Sammy Sosa. As we've got a flag here on the field, first play of the fourth quarter. Hey, it's not on the Packers. It's holding on the Texans. Oh, what were the other teams I didn't like? I guess we could do college. My least favorite college team is Texas. Even more so than Iowa. Hot take: greatest season by running back is Adrian Peterson. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that's fair. Favorite NFL team, not Packers. No, they are. Packers are my favorite NFL team, and it's not close. Did I say something that they weren't my favorite NFL team? If I did, I don't know what I was saying. But my favorite NFL team is definitely the Packers. Healthy, what do you rank? When healthy, what do you rank OBJ? Man, that's interesting. Guys, his favorite NFL player is Kevin King. I mean, Morgan's not here anymore, so I guess you can get away with that. Came back from MCL and ACL tier 1 MVP. Peterson was not. Dude, Adrian Peterson was such a baller. When healthy, what do you rank OBJ? He's definitely a wide receiver 1. Okay, he's not better than Adams. He's not better than D Hop. He's not better than Tyreek. Is he better than Michael Thomas? He's probably better than Slant Boy, Michael Thomas. Shamar Jean Charles with a nice play on Kiki Kuti to break up the pass. It's 4th and 7 here in the slot. That's a great play by Jean Charles. Least favorite player is Larry Fitz. I got flashbacks. Dude, it's so hard to not like Larry Fitz, dude. PTSD. I mean, that's fair. I know what games you're talking about too. But man, I can't hate Larry Fitz. AP has nightmares about Clay. Dude, that play was so good. Oh, he missed that one. What? All right. What happened to Jamal Charles? That's a good question. I don't know. Where would I rank OBJ? He's probably like OBJ's probably like in the like 7 to 10 range for wide receivers. When if you just took every player fully healthy, probably in the 7 to 10 range. I think he's fallen off a little bit. I think he's probably I'm gonna go with like the 9 to 12 range. Yeah, I'm gonna go with like the 9 to 12 range, I think. He's still like right around top 10. I think it's really close though, because there's a lot of really good receivers right now. But when healthy, he's still right around 10, I would say. You think Vikings are overrated, underrated, or just right? I think the Vikings are hella underrated. I see people putting the Vikings at like six wins, 7 wins. I think that is ridiculous. I think the Vikings are hella underrated. I think the Vikings are going to be really good. Lock it. Okay, I shouldn't say really good, but I do think the Vikings are going to contend for a playoff spot, and the NFC is loaded, so that should tell you what I think. I put Vikings at 9-8. I certainly like 9-8 a lot more than I like 7-10 or 6-11, like I've seen some people putting them at. I've seen the Vikings as bad as like 5-12 and 6-11, and I think that is ridiculously silly. OBJ fell off as soon as he went to the Cleveland Clowns. It's interesting because like he and Baker didn't gel right away. I put Vikings at 11-6. I think that might be a little overrated. I would say 10-7, 9-8, 11-6. Like they could be anywhere in there. Division looks like Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions. I agree with that fully in that order. Definitely agree with that. Devin Funchess go onto the locker room. Hopefully nothing serious there. Lockett underrated? Absolutely. Lockett top 5 wide receiver? I don't know if he's that good, Tyler. I'll definitely agree with underrated. But I don't know if I'd put him top 5 because he's competing with some really good wide receivers. You put him top 5. Kylan Hill on the kick return gets out to about the 22. Kirk is very, very, very underrated. Absolutely, he is. And it's funny. Vikings fans underrate Kirk more than any other fan base. Like Vikings fans hate Kirk Cousins, and it's hilarious to me. Kirk greater than Brady? It's close. It's close. Because you can't even really say that Brady has more help because he's got Godwin, Evans, AB, and Gronk, but like Kirk has Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, and Thielen. Brady doesn't have skill, just achieved. That's fair. That's 100% fair. Houston up 19-7. They've added another field goal. 12:30 here left in the fourth quarter. Kurt Benkert, quick swing out. There is an Amari Rodgers reception. He's got the edge and he gets pounded out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Rodgers, he lost his helmet when he got hit there. Rodgers or Mahomes for one season or because that's close. It's definitely a late hit out of bounds, but I say Mahomes is overrated a little. I would say maybe a little. Rodgers all day. Again, what's the score? It's 19-7 Houston. Just under 12 minutes to go in the game. Green Bay down 2 scores here, and it'll be 4th and 2. DK not 15. What? That's that. I don't know if I agree with that one, Tyler. What's Jordan Love's stats? Let me pull it up real quick. I believe he was 12 of 16 for 122 yards and a score. Yeah, Jordan Love 12 of 17 for 122 yards and a touchdown. Why are they punting on 4th and 2? Because it's the preseason. Hot take: Rodgers the best passer, most skilled passer of all time. I would agree with that as well. DK is top 15. Yeah, I would say DK is top 15. Where was that? Where's that question? Oh yeah, Rodgers, Mahomes. Austin, are we are we taking this for one season or like there's a every like all the teams get rid of everybody and there's a fantasy draft to like restart the league? Or are we just talking one season? because I do think that matters. Skill level, it's Aaron. Like, if you were just saying, I get to pick one right now to put on my team, I would say it's Rodgers on skill, but it's Mahomes on longevity. Because Mahomes is still, like, super young. Adams dropped a lot of passes first couple of years. Now look at him. He's the best wide receiver in the league. Exactly. There were so many people that wanted Adams off the freaking team after his first and second year. I'm old enough to remember that. I'm old enough to remember people that didn't like Devontae. And now look at him. LOL, everyone has more drops and TDs. There are very few wide receivers that don't have more drops and TDs. Tell me how Rodgers isn't on the EA cover. Your guess is as good as mine, because it's literally the MVP edition, and they didn't put the MVP on it. I cannot understand how you like the Packers and Cubs at the same time. Allow me to enlighten everybody with the story of how I am a Packers fan and a Cubs fan. Story time as we're in the fourth quarter here. So, growing up, I had family that lived in Appleton, Wisconsin, which is about 40 minutes from Green Bay. So I grew up a Cubs fan, or a Packers fan, right? Also, I live in central Iowa. Growing up, I live in central Iowa. I currently live in central Iowa. There is a baseball team called the Iowa Cubs that's the AAA affiliate to the Chicago Cubs. And growing up in Iowa, there wasn't a Field of Dreams game every year, like there's going to be presumably now. And there's not a professional level team in the state. So I went with the AAA team in the state that's in Des Moines, which is the Iowa Cubs. So I became a Chicago Cubs fan. So yeah, that's the story of why I'm a Packers and a Cubs fan. I had family that lived very close to Green Bay, but they didn't really care a whole lot about baseball. So I wasn't really a Brewers fan at all. And then growing up, there wasn't any baseball games to go to other than the Iowa Cubs, who are in Des Moines, which is about a 40-minute drive from where I grew up. So if you had to choose Packers or Cubs, which are you picking? I'm going with the Packers. Like, if I had to be a Packers Brewers fan or a Bears Cubs fan, I would be a Packers Brewers fan. But that's purely because the Cubs got rid of everybody I liked now. If you would have asked me, if you would have asked me maybe 4 years ago, I still think the answer would have been Packers Brewers, but it would have been a lot harder for me to pick. Good win, not top 10. What's not top 10? As we've got another incompletion there, another good play. If you have the number one overall pick in the NFL fantasy draft to restart the NFL, who you taking? So that's an interesting question, because I could take a quarterback. I could take a younger quarterback that I think is going to be really good to just restart the NFL, and I start my team. I would take Mahomes over Rodgers in that case, because like I said, he's got longevity. So, hey, Blizzard Peak, how's it going, man? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see, man. Good to have you back. Chris Godwin, not top 10? I think that's accurate. Josh Jackson on the punt return looking for the corner. He's not going to get it. And we've got a flag down. Or I could take a really good pass rusher. I could take like a TJ Watt or an Aaron Donald to just be a dominant defensive force that other teams have to play around. I don't think I would take a receiver, because I think receiver is the deepest position. If you had to pick one player in his prime, who do you have? Good. How are you? And yeah, it's been quite a while. Packers football is finally back. It's finally back. Praise the Lord. Doing well. Doing well. Good to hear from you. I don't mind either the Cubs or the Brewers, so it comes down to which football team I like more, and that's Green Bay. Yeah. Yeah. I just think, like, man, the Cubs got rid of everyone I like. They got rid of my 3 favorite players in baseball. So frustrating. Okay. If I had to, I assume Kadu the Beast. I'm going to assume that you're saying I get one NFL player in their prime, and I'm going to say I get to add them to the Packers. Is that what you're going with? Or I just get one player that I think was the best in their prime? Because I do think that changes my answer. Because if I get to add them to the Packers, I'm not going to take like, okay. All right. So I get to add one player in their prime to the Packers. This is gonna sound silly because he played for the Packers, but I'm taking Jerry Rice all time in his prime. That's a good answer. It's a very good answer. If I'm helping the Packers the most, it might be someone like Reggie White. Oh man. I could take Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, Devontae Adams would be pretty sweet. I could also take a guy like Lawrence Taylor. Honestly, I'm taking Randy Moss. That's fair. I might go Lawrence Taylor. LT, the original LT. Oh, Ben Kurt can't get out of the sack on 3rd and 2. Roy Lopez gets the sack, and it'll be 4th and long. Deion Sanders. See, originally my answer was going to be Barry Sanders. Because I'll be honest, Barry Sanders might be one of my favorite players of all time to just watch videos of. I'm going to go with LT. I think Lawrence Taylor. Will we ever score? It's still 1-1. Tina, the score is 19-7 Houston. We got about 8 minutes left in the game here, and the Packers are punting it away. And they have not been able to move the ball since the first drive of the second half that ended in a fumble. So it's not looking great for the boys. And now Tremont Smith with a really solid punt return takes it well into Packers territory. With 7:45 to go, the Texans. Can we score, please? Jay, I would love for us to score. Hey, let's take it a couple other scores here around the league. First home loss in a few years in preseason. Yeah. We got a couple other games here getting close to the end of the game. And by a couple, I mean one. The Bengals are up on the Bucks in the preseason. They got 2 minutes left in that one. Bengals up 16-14 with the ball in Tampa Bay territory. Should have kept Love in. I don't mind splitting this game half and half. I don't care about the preseason. I don't really care about the preseason, but I do like it because like there's a lot that I enjoy about the preseason. I'm going to the Packers game on October 28th. See, that'd be what game is that? That'd be week 7. Week 8. Oh, that's the Arizona game. Oh man, Blizzard Peak. I am so jealous. Dude, I'm so jealous. Take me with you. Take me with you, Blizzard Peak. Please. Sad that only one of Rodgers' touchdown passes in career were caught by a receiver taking the first round winner for Rodgers closing. Need more non-QB skilled position players. Titletown, it's really hard for me to agree with this whole we don't have any help stuff. Because, I mean, we had Nelson, Cobb, and Adams were our top 3 receivers for like 4 years. Tight end, we had Jared Cook for a year, who was actually good for us. Like, we've taken like some solid defensive players in the first round that just haven't panned out. Like Jair panned out, but like I I'll be honest, as a Packers fan, I've never liked the we need a first round receiver, vibe that everyone's always given off. I'll be honest. There are very few receivers that I would have said, "Oh yeah, let's take them in the first round." I remember when we had Jennings, Driver, Crabtree, Finley. Dude, those 2011, 2012 like wide receiver cores, dude, it was Driver, Jennings, Jordy. We added Cobb there after a couple years. We had James Jones. We had Jermichael Finley. Dude, that was those teams were nasty. Rodgers has help. He has the best wide receiver, a top 5 running back, top line, and top 10 tight end. Yeah, I mean it's been the defense a lot of the time. Like, I mean, I know we've ragged on Kevin King and we've gone back and forth with Kevin King, but like that's something that hasn't panned out. We don't really have a good defensive lineman other than Kenny Clark. And if he gets double and triple teamed and the other guys can't get pressure, the biggest what if is Jermichael Finley. Dude, I miss Jermichael Finley so much. We don't even have the best O line anymore. Like we still have a top like 5 O line with Bakhtiari, Elton Jenkins, Lucas Patrick, Billy Turner, Josh Myers. But I don't know that we have a top 1. Packers fans would rather have a first round receiver than a late round pick such as Tyreek. Yeah, exactly. Like Devontae Adams was a second round pick. Like I love Alan Lazard. He was undrafted. I think Alan Lazard is like think about it this way. To any Packers fan that's talking about like, oh, we needed a first round pick. Would you rather have, as it's a touchdown for Houston at the pylon, Jackson takes it in, Darius Jackson bounces it outside and takes it the distance. It's 25-7 Houston with 6:06 to go in the game. 25 yards to the house. Bounced it outside. Couple Packers players in the secondary lost contain, and the quarterback down there throwing a block. Love to see that. Honestly, hot take, Sterling Sharp was the second best receiver of the 90s and could have been best wide receiver of all time. Yeah. Yeah, Sterling Sharp, man, that's got to be the biggest what if, at least all time. Like Jermichael Finley, definitely recently, but like, man, could you imagine if Sterling Sharp would have never gotten injured, bro? That would have been so much fun. F in the chat for Green Bay. Hey, it's all right. It's the preseason. We got a couple guys. Some good reps that. We got some guys some good reps that they may or may not have gotten. So here's the extra point for Fairbairn. And that is up and good. 26-7. The Texans got more rushing yards on that carry than the Packers have all game. Hey, it's all right, boys. It's the preseason. We'll give Houston this one. Kenny Clark do. Kenny Clark do. Tyler Gilbert for the Diamondbacks in his first start through a no-no. Oh man, what a night! Tyler Gilbert for the Diamondbacks, a no-no in his in his first career start. There have already been 8 no-hitters in the season, which is tied for the most in MLB history. Hopefully Jordan develops like Rodgers did. Oh, for sure. Put starters in, bet we come back. Honestly, if you put like Rodgers, Devontae, Aaron Jones in there, I wouldn't bet against it. No love for love here. Jordan played well tonight. As a Texans fan, this will probably be our only win all year. No, I wouldn't go that far, but it might be one of a handful. There's a nice run. That's Dexter Williams. That's a nice little run for him. That like doubled our total rush yards. Without Rodgers, the Packers are garbage. Ouch. Didn't have to hurt me like that. I think without Rodgers, the Packers have gotten better, but you know, they. So if Rodgers plays a full season, they go, let's just say 12-5. Without Rodgers, they go 7-10. Dexter Williams, another solid run out across the 45-yard line. That's 21 yards. 21 yards and 2 carries for Dexter Williams. Love seeing that. Yankees choked. Good. Sterling Sharp in 6 years averaged 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns a season. Yeah, man, what could have been, man? Kurt Benkert, another carry for Dexter Williams. This time he gets wrapped up after a short gain, about 3. Gets out to about the 48-yard line of Green Bay. Man, I just want Benkert to throw a bomb. Just air one out to like Malik Taylor. We'll just sign Matt Flynn to throw 6 TDs and 500 yards in a game if we don't have Rodgers. Facts. Kurt Benkert takes a snap. Another give Dexter Williams up the middle, across midfield. Fights forward inside the 45. Put Giannis on the Packers and he gets another ring. Dude, Giannis on the Packers? I like where you're going. What the hell is going on? We're putting Giannis on the Packers. Wonder what this year's surprise team will be. If Arizona counts, it's them. If Arizona counts as a surprise team, it's them. I know I said that division's the best division in football, but I really like the Cardinals this year. That Rondale Moore pick, fantastic. Kurt Benkert, dime over the middle, and it's broken up. Oh, and there is a flag. They were looking for Chris Blair. Tremont Smith in coverage. There is a flag. It was a very late flag. Oh, and that should be defensive pass interference. Heck, theoretically, all 4 teams from the NFC West could make the playoffs. I think all 4 of them do. Honestly, I don't see PI. It was close. He got there early. I do think it was close, but we don't need to go down like that. They have runners on second and third with 0 outs. Get out of this inning. It's a tie game. We don't need to go down like that. Hey, man. Runners on second and third with no outs is a rough spot to be in. 1st and 10 for Benkert. Straight drop. Airs one out. Oh, he's going for Blair. Oh, but it's out of bounds. Depends on how New Orleans does without Breeze. They're in the South, right? I can see why, but it's too close. I mean, it was very close. I don't think New Orleans is going to be that great, especially with Michael Thomas being out a couple weeks. Like, New Orleans could get off to a really slow start to the season. Tampa's likely winning the South. Yeah, I think Tampa wins the South. I think the South is going to regress this year. Atlanta without Julio and Kurt Benkert, and he's intercepted. That's Williams, who just got called for the DPI. Or excuse me, Tremont Smith, who just got called for the DPI, and Kurt Benkert rolling to his left. Tried to throw it into tight coverage, and he gets picked. And that's a poor decision there from Kurt. And live another down. Why didn't we play Dexter Williams? He played here in the fourth quarter, but yeah, he should have been playing, I think, a lot more. I thought Ben DiNucci was on the Packers for a sec. How dare you? So you think KC three-peats as AFC champions, or does a new team take the spot this year? I think it's going to be really tough for somebody to beat Kansas City this year. It's going to be really tough. I think there are a couple teams that could do it. I think Tennessee could do it. I think Cleveland could do it. But man, it's really close. There's not a lot of teams in the AFC that I think could do it. Buffalo could do it. Bet most Packers fans didn't know Taysom Hill played for us. Dude, Taysom Hill's the GOAT. Taysom Hill's the GOAT. But yeah, I mean, I just pulled up the AFC here real quick. New England won't beat Kansas City. The Jets can't. Miami, I don't think can. Is that a 13 Chester Markle jersey? No, it's Allen Lazard here. Titletown. Allen Lazard. He's my boy. He's my boy. Allen Lazard. Tim Boyle is with the Lions, dude. Don't remind me, Mike. Blizzard Peak, remember when Matt Flynn threw for 6 TDs? Dude, when he toasted the Lions, he threw for like 1,200 yards in a game. All right, I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but dude, that game was incredible. O2 count, get the strikeout, get it. That season ended such a letdown. 15-1, one and done. Yeah. Dude, and it was the freaking Giants who we beat week like 6. Was it? No, week. We beat them like week 14 or something to keep the. Or to. We beat them to like keep the 15-1. And then they beat us in the playoffs. We beat them on like a last second field goal after Rodgers hit Jordy Nelson down the sideline and set it up. And then I remember it was on Fox. It was Joe Buck and Troy Aikman called the game. Man, that was such a disappointment. It was funny too because that 15-1 season, that 15-1 team, they had like the best offense in the league and the worst defense in the league, and went 15-1. Like if you look at the hold on, I'm gonna pull it up here. 2011 NFL football team stats. So they had the number one scoring offense at 35 points a game. And then I'm pretty sure their defense was like worst in the league. Let's see here. Yeah, they had the highest scoring defense, but then the worst yardage defense. They gave up 411 yards a game. Is Des Bryant a free agent? I don't actually know. I believe so. Oh no, he signed with the Ravens. He signed with the Ravens. That's right. Rumors say Joe Buck is still saying Mitchell to this day. Jeff Driscoll got wheels. Ooh. Oh, that spin move. Ooh. Jeff Driscoll. And now they can burn out the clock as we're under 2 minutes. Packers only with 2 timeouts left, and they're trailing by 19 anyway. Crazy how the Giants beat us in the playoffs twice on the way to beating the Patriots twice in the playoffs. Yeah. Yeah, because our offense scored like 40 points a game. Yeah. Yeah. It's so dumb that the Giants beat us twice en route to beating Tom Brady twice. And what, did I go to Urbandale? No, I went to Marshalltown High School. But I've been following Lazard since he went to Urbandale. Yeah, my so I went to Marshalltown High School, and fun fact, so I know I said earlier that I don't really have an NBA team that I hate. Um but there is an NBA team that I like. So I normally just follow where the Iowa State Cyclones players go. So like Monte's on the Nuggets, so I like them. Taylor Horton Tucker's on the Lakers, so I kind of feel like I have to like them. Tyrese Halliburton's on the Kings, so I like them. Et cetera, et cetera. And so, for those of you that don't know, there's a pretty good basketball player that went to Ames High School by the name of Harrison Barnes. And so when I was a kid, Harrison Barnes went to Ames High School far before I went to Marshalltown High School. As the Texans kneel it out one last time, and that'll do it. The Texans knock off the Packers 26-7 in the opening preseason game for both teams. Jordan Love played well, but the Packers a lot of work to do. Of course, again, they did rest 30 players, but not a lot to celebrate if you're a Packers fan or a Packers player tonight. But yeah, I actually met Harrison Barnes. He played a high school basketball game his senior year at Marshalltown because Ames and Marshalltown are in the same like conference, same division or whatever, for Iowa high school. And I actually have a basketball that I got signed by Harrison Barnes when he was still in high school. So I was like, yeah, he ended up going to North Carolina for basketball. He picked North Carolina over Iowa State, which I mean, fair enough. You get offers to go to North Carolina for basketball at that point in time. Why not? But yeah, he ended up going to North Carolina instead of Iowa State. And I told myself I was going to be a fan of whatever team drafted him, whatever team he went to. I was going to be a fan of them. And, and he ended up getting drafted by the Warriors. He ended up going to Golden State. And that would have been, I think that was the 2014 season. And then the 2015 season, they went on that long run. Like, I couldn't win. I was like, yeah, I'm a Warriors fan because Harrison Barnes is there. And they're like, nah, you're just a bandwagoner because they're good now. And I'm like, no, I genuinely like them because Harrison Barnes is there. So that's my story about an NBA team. So I guess I'm a Warriors fan because of that, if you want to say that. But yeah, I mostly for the NBA just follow where the Iowa State players go. It's crazy. Adrian Peterson follows me on Instagram, like his legit verified account. One day he randomly followed me and I screenshot it. Dude, that's awesome. I'm trying to think. I know the Pacers follow me on Twitter on my main account, and then the Panthers follow me on my like Green Bay Packers specific account. The Sacramento Kings also follow my main account. So I have 2 NBA teams that follow my main account, which I'm pretty proud of. Favorite QB, RB, and wide receiver of all time. All right. Favorite quarterback is Brett Favre. Sorry, Aaron. It's Brett. Aaron's probably number 2, but Brett's number 1. Running back. I'm probably just gonna stick with a boring answer and go Amon Green. And then wide receiver, I'm probably gonna go Donald Driver. Just because, like, I don't know. Those were a better question would be non-Packers, because then I can't cop out and just say my favorite Packers player of those positions. So I'm gonna answer that with non-Packers, because I'm gonna go non-Packers whole NFL, because the Packers players are just my favorite. Like, okay, quarterback, non-Packers, and I'm gonna go all time. So it's not necessarily gonna be somebody now. Favorite quarterback. That's actually tough. That's actually tougher than I thought. Okay. All right, I'll even do this. I won't cop out, and I'll do non-Iowa State players. So I have to pick somebody that's not David Montgomery for running back. So let's see. Quarterback. Oh, I didn't realize how hard this was going to be. Peyton's probably up there. Peyton Manning for quarterback. He's probably up there. There are a lot of current quarterbacks that I like. Like, I really like Kyler Murray. I think Peyton's probably my favorite non-Packer quarterback of all time. And then running back, I'm probably just gonna go with Barry Sanders. Man, I love watching Barry Sanders. And then wide receiver, wide receiver non-Packers. Man, that's a tough one. Larry Fitzgerald is up there. I know Packers fans, myself included, have PTSD, but Larry Fitz is definitely up there. Peyton Manning, Adrian Peterson, Randy Moss. That's fair. I'd probably go with Larry Fitz or Calvin Johnson, which is funny because 2 of those players are Lions players. I love Larry. I just don't love us back. True. All right. I think I'm going to end the stream here. If you guys have any last questions, go ahead and fire them away. It's about 10:15 here, so I'm going to call this a stream. Keep an eye out for all the future videos and streams. And a way to get notified is if you subscribe down below. It should be right down there. And you click the bell. Imagine if Green Bay signed Larry Fitz. Dude, that would have been awesome. If you click that bell icon, you get notified whenever I go live and whenever I upload a video. And since football season is on the horizon, it's even here, some would say, there will be plenty of content to look forward to. Primarily Green Bay and Iowa State related, but like I said, we'll maybe throw some tier lists in there. I know those are popular nowadays, and we'll throw some other content in there, predictions and such. Good night. Enjoyed the stream. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks, Mike. It wasn't exactly what I'm used to because we had a lot more people. I'm used to like doing play-by-play. We didn't get a chance to do that because there were so many people here, and I appreciate all you guys so much. Man, what a fantastic stream. And it was for the preseason even. So I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in for a full 3 hours and 15 minutes. You should make a records prediction video before the regular season starts. I'm definitely doing one for the Packers. But you're right. I might have to do a full NFL one there, Blizzard Peak. I'm definitely doing one for the Packers though, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are definitely one of the reasons I enjoy doing this, especially on a night like tonight when we're active in the chat for a full 3 hours with so many different people asking great questions, engaging in the chat. Man, you guys are you guys are awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. But that's going to do it for this live stream. Click the like if you enjoyed. Man, what a fun night. Like I said, like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed what you see. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.